you said now that I was GMing, I did the intros.
Fine.
Hello and welcome to tonight's episode of Party of Two, where one married couple takes on a world of gods and monsters. I am your GM for tonight's game of the Scions. Weston.
The Scions.
The Scions.
The Scions.
Should I do it again, or do you think that was enough?
They
say repetition is how you remember things.
Okay.
So I don't know, maybe we could say it a couple
The
of times. There we go.
Scions.
So welcome to our Pathfinder 2nd Edition actual play show tonight, where we continue this campaign that we have gone back and forth now for over a year.
Yes.
Of this
It's now
campaign.
officially a year.
Yep. With the same characters, switching back and forth on who is GM, and I am back in the GM chair as of last session. Excited to jump into stories.
You are wonderful.
Hayley, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and your character?
Okay, I am Hayley Bell. I play Anna, full name Andoriana. She is a tiefling champion fighter. She is really cool, and she's not like most tieflings. She has very small horns. It's been quite a few generations since the blood was introduced into her line. So she has little horns, and she's got a tail, and her skin is almost like a Caucasian color, but in the sun it looks lavender.
Yes.
So just fun.
Which, we are level 10. Apparently, I forgot to update.
Are you serious?
You did them and everything, and I forgot to update them. Maybe
What?
during a break or during a moment, I will take a moment to
Is that
fix
what you were laughing about?
Yes, when I suddenly
Okay.
noticed that.
Anyway, but that is my character. She is a former... Oh, we're also the wrong names, too.
Well, boy.
Oh, my God.
It's one of those nights.
It is. It is. Are you switching our faces right now? Okay, we're switching our faces right now. You guys, this is what streaming... This is reality streaming. This is not high production in terms of like we have a huge crew that does all of our things and makes sure that we're ready and whatever.
Although we are very grateful for our crew,
Weston,
who handles all the tech that we have.
you are amazing.
There
But
we
no,
go.
I'm just saying.
Now we're right.
Okay, now we're there.
I fixed it.
Anyway, yeah, but I'm a tiefling fighter who's really awesome. Okay, moving on. Weston, what is your character?
So I also have a character. Since we switch off who is a GM, then our players actually switch from a PC to an NPC and back and forth. So my main character or main NPC is Az. He is an Azimir sorcerer cleric. We are multi-classed in this, and so I have two classes, as does Hayley, which allow us to do a lot of stuff. Like they're freaking power characters.
It's true. They're amazing.
So, Hayley, what announcements do we have?
Okay, we have... Oh my gosh. Okay, we have a couple of things coming up this month that are very exciting. Starting with tomorrow, I will be appearing on Hope for TTRPG's Twitter, oh my gosh, Twitch channel. We are doing a one-shot of Oops All Bards. We're playing D&D, and it is a fundraiser for Hope. She's a music teacher, and the school does not supply any money for her classroom. So to get musical instruments and music and things for the classroom itself, we are doing this fundraiser.
That really sucks.
I know, it's really hard. She's like in Nebraska too, so they don't have a ton of money.
No,
unfortunately. So that is tomorrow. That is going to be at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time at twitch.tv/hope for TTRPGs. Then on the next Friday, so a week from today, we will be dark because Weston is on a business trip. His quarterly business trip, so once a quarter, we have a Friday off.
I'm down in California.
California love. Okay, we were not together on that. Nope. So the 10th, we are going to be dark. Then on the 15th, we have a brand new show starting called The Family Gaming Experience. It is a conversation about TTRPGs, gaming, and general nerdiness that skips the adult content. So it's family friendly. We are pulling family friendly creators from all over the interwebs. And we have the creator Travis Hansen, who does some fantastic D&D web comics.
Well, these are actual comics. You can buy them. Like they're
And
actual
comics, apparently. I didn't know they were actual
Yeah, there's
comics.
actual physical. Yep.
Oh, that's cool. Anyway, so he's going to be on, and then we also have the creator of the Facebook group LDS D&D, which is a wonderful little place for members of the LDS Church to hang out. So we are going to be starting that on June 15th. So come prepared for some fun conversations and all that jazz. Then on the 16th, I am being interviewed by the Twitch channel Girls Rule These Worlds. I figured it out.
Okay.
It's Girls Rule These Worlds. And we're going to be talking about TTRPG gaming and all of that fun stuff. And then on the 27th, just before Tabletop Train Talks, you guys, we have so much going on this month.
Busy.
Just
Nice.
before Tabletop Train Talks at 7 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, we are doing, Weston and I are going to be on
A show.
Hold on. I'm going to go find it.
With
I just wrote it
people.
down too, with people and things, and they're really cool.
And we'll be talking about tabletop gaming. Probably.
Yeah,
D&D.
we're going to be talking about tabletop gaming. It's only an hour, so then we're going to go straight from that into this, and it's going to be super fun.
So if you have time, listen earlier to the show on the channel that we're gonna say in just a minute, and then afterwards you can join us for.
I'm
our,
finding it.
Well,
Rolling Bones for
There you go.
Velour Studios.
Rolling Bones.
Rolling Bones. So we are both going to be on there talking.
So we're probably. That's a Twitch. Is that Twitch? Or
These are
something?
all Twitch.
So we'll
appearances.
probably host that on our channel beforehand.
Yeah, all of these we will be hosted on our channel.
Yep. So we'll be hosting that, and then directly after hosting that, you can then jump straight into Tabletop Train Talks on Monday.
Yeah. And then I'm going to, if you follow us on Twitter, I will be putting, or on our YouTube page, I'm going to be putting our schedule up so that everybody can kind of see. Like,
It's a busy month.
we
for
have
us.
a very busy, it's so funny because like at the very end of May, I was like, oh, we're not doing anything. Like,
Asking
you
you
didn't
shall
get
receive.
us to do anything this month. And then like we got slammed with a whole bunch of requests. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm sorry. I will not complain. I apologize.
Asking you shall receive.
Anyway,
Amen.
it's really exciting. It's very exciting. We're really excited about our new show, Family Gaming Experience, because it's going to give us a space kind of to be the nerdy
Parents that
we are and get to talk to other creators that are just as nerdy as we are. And it's kind of a breath of fresh air to have a place that we can just
Well, probably going to be just as nerdy
chill.
and probably just as much parents.
Yeah. I didn't realize we were going to have so many parents as that we have coming on the show.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's all about family friendly. So people generally who are worried about that are generally the ones who have children.
That is true. So anyway, yeah. I think that is all of our announcements for this month.
As I knock my iPad off.
At the moment, unless we have anything crazy happening later in the month, which I don't think we will, but you never know.
Okay,
So,
so I think that's all of the announcements we've got. So
Yeah, so I think we're ready to go.
then let us begin tonight's episode of
Party of Two.
And welcome back.
One day, I think we should make a compilation video of all of the stuff we do when that
Problem
goes
is,
on.
It's not recorded.
It's
Because
not.
it's recording what's on the screen, which is the intro video. It's not recording what you and me doing a little dance.
Because we do little dancey things when the music is going. Oh, that's really sad.
Little pop and lock, break dancing, which you don't realize is got a laid out cardboard box right back here and doing head spins.
Wow, I must have missed that part.
You missed that part.
Okay.
So, welcome.
Welcome back.
Last time on Party of Two, our adventurers had returned and were home after having dealt with some golden dragons who had marital issues.
Look, not everybody's relationship is as good as ours.
True. So
there was communication issues.
It's okay. You don't have to justify it.
Okay, I'm just.
So
I'm
they
the
were
one that
back,
created
and
the marital issues, so.
as was a little clingy, a little like you'd been gone and you were gone, and so now you stay here.
Yeah, he kind of slept in her room on the floor. It was really sweet.
And you went about the city. You did touch base with Sir Michael.
Yes, we did.
And then went for some time passed, and you were ready for the army to leave. Mm-hmm. And we have
we got attacked.
Yes, we did.
By a Hell Knight. Like, Weston just skipped over all that.
My mind was on storyline points. Yeah, we did have an awesome combat with a Hell Knight, the very Hell Knight that had banished Anna previously into the bowels of Citadel Inferak.
The bowels.
Into the bowels.
Freaking love it.
And
he killed her by ripping her soul out.
I did.
I just want to...
wonderful spell.
It was fun.
That Az learned while being in the boneyard. Mm-hmm. When one is among souls, one learns the way of the soul.
The way of the soul maker.
Yes. The way of the soul.
I feel like that needs to be the name of a module. The way of the soul maker.
Okay, you can write it.
Agree? Anyone agree? Okay, fine.
So they had defeated the Hell Knight and the lackeys that she had hired, which one of them ran away. He's like, I didn't get paid enough for this.
I didn't get paid enough to get ripped apart.
So after defeating the Hell Knight, touching base with Sir Michael, they let a week or so pass. And then it was time to leave with the army to head south. The army, just a reminder, is heading south to secure the border with Cheliax. Cheliax right now is in the grips of what they call the Third Great Crusade, led by Cuthwaldwin and his ilk.
If you would like a real world example, picture Russia and Ukraine.
I mean, they haven't invaded.
This is like a week before that happened.
Yep. So they are being sent there to secure the border. The Domina is down, and also all of the Council of Peers, the ruling body, and the council are all headed there to have a council of war. Anna and Az were given a couple of different options in which to travel. They could travel with the general army, they could travel with Sir Michael, or they could go with the advanced party, which was being led by, my brain is blanking. Dominic, yes. Dominic Coltero. The counselor and consort of the Domina. And Anna decided we were definitely going with the advanced group.
Yeah.
We are going to head down there quickly. And so after a rousing and emotional speech, the army headed out with Dominic Coltero's party and Az and Anna taking the fast route on their horsebacks, riding out of the city. Hayley.
No.
You now are about to start riding.
My name is Anna.
Anna?
Not Hayley. I don't know who this Hayley is you're talking about.
So I need you to roll to see how well your horsey does.
Okay.
So I was thinking about this and what skills I would allow for this skill check.
Lore welfare. Welfare.
Welfare lore. You are skilled at the giving of charity and the running of non-profit organizations.
I'm amazing. I mean, Anna is amazing.
I will let you use your warfare lore since you are riding in formation.
Okay.
You are riding with a military group. The horses kind of, these are horses that have ridden in
They're
battle.
war horses.
They're used to this. I will let you use your warfare lore as
Okay.
opposed to nature to do this check.
Okay. Okay. 22.
Okay.
Right? 13
Sorry.
plus 9.
I just realized that my children poured every single last
They
dice that
did.
we had into my dice tower.
I wish we could get a camera on that. It's actually pretty funny.
So it's like I go to roll my dice for Az, and it's like, oh,
and that little like castle, side of a castle that you see in his frame, that's the tower. Anyway, so it's 22.
All right, so 22. With a 22, you kind of just set your horse behind one of the other horses that are ahead of you. The horse knowing, okay, I know this. I know what we're doing. Straight here. I am going to ask you a question here.
Yes.
I need you to roll me an athletics check.
Right.
Oh, I just realized. I don't
You
think
know
we ever
I'm the
printed-
bomb on athletics checks. No, we never printed Bruce's stuff. Ooh. That's good. So 35.
What are you adding to that?
Athletics, it's 21.
Nope, not your athletics. This
This
to
is
be
Bruce's athletics? It was 17. His athletics was
Okay,
17.
so
Wasn't it?
I can double
I
check.
believe so. I thought it was.
Because he has to keep up.
Oh.
He's not riding on horseback.
Okay.
He's got to keep up with the horsies.
Oh, okay. I will wait to roll until you
Give me one
give
moment.
me a number. Hi, lowercase j. How are you? I need to come jump on your show sometime. Not like jump on, like be on your show, but like come watch your show. Isn't it like right before ours though? I'm trying to remember. I know I follow your channel. I just get so many things from Twitch, notifications for Twitch on my phone that I just kind of ignore them all. Which is essentially like getting no notifications from Twitch
So,
on my phone.
it's a 19.
It's 19. That's his modifier?
Yeah, it's his modifier to his athletics.
Okay.
So, what did you roll?
Baby needs a new pair of shoes.
Oh, you don't remember what you rolled.
Ooh, it's a 10.
Okay, so a 29.
A 29. Well, it's the original roll, like the very first one?
Yeah, what was the first roll?
9. No.
The one you did just before
13.
this? You added up? Okay,
It was
it's 13.
13.
So 30, we'll say. Then 13
Okay,
plus 32, because it's 19.
Yes.
So
Okay.
with that roll, he is a mature, huge Cane Corso. This is a big dog. He is able to keep stride. You are not at a full gallop. You know that you've got days ahead of you on this ride. It's going to take about a week and a half at your speed. So this is not like you're going out at a gallop.
No, we're not exhausting the
No,
horses.
you're not exhausting the horses. You don't have exchange, fresh horses, a day out to exchange or anything like that. So Bruce is able to keep up easily with the party as you begin to ride out of the city. You, give me 1 second. Yeah, there we go. Gotta switch up some music. I gotta roll for Az.
Yes.
Okay, Az rolled a 12 plus 16, so 28 there, so he's good.
Haha.
Nice day. You're riding out. It is a beautiful day for riding. The wind's blowing in your face. The smell of horse, of course, is around you because you notice that you are riding out with Dominic, but you also have a group of party members that are with him. And so around you, you see 5 other people
Okay.
that are riding up close with Dominic. So together with Dominic, there's 6 of them and 2 of you. So you have 8 people altogether riding out.
Okay. Do we know any of these people?
Roll me a perception check. Let's see what you see from your horseback.
It's a 7. My perception is really good. 16. So hold on. 24.
24. You might have seen them from time to time. Like when you guys went to the Dominas and Dominic was there, you might have seen them about. in the area, since you would assume they've got, the colors, they've got the black of his house on them. So you're guessing these are retainers. These are his personal guard. And so you've seen them around, but you don't know them.
Okay.
You have not
they
met
are
them
they are
previously.
familiar, but they are not
Exactly
known. Okay.
So yeah, you would recognize as you look around that you have there's a half orc.
Ooh.
There is a dwarf. You've got what appears to be an elf in she's not wearing full armor. She got leather on and staff, and there's like flowers in her hair and stuff like that. Kind of not quite fitting the normal battle look.
Okay.
And then 2 humans, 1 male, 1 female.
Okay.
And they are riding hard. They all give you kind of a look of like, and you are...
And we're amazing.
You see one of them kind of ride up a little faster to get next to Dominic and kind of look over at him. All right. And then back a little bit as you ride for a good couple of hours.
I'm assuming we're riding at a level that we're not being able to talk.
You're not quite able to
discuss.
talk. No, you're trying to get out ahead of the army and the initial departure, because otherwise it's going to get pretty crowded here at the entrance.
Yeah.
So you ride a bit harder for about an hour and then begin to slow your pace to more of, a bit of a lope that will eat up the miles, but not tire out your horses and not tire out you. So if you wish to start up conversations, you could probably get next to one of them and try and talk to them.
No, we'll just go until we stop.
All right. I would like you to roll me another warfare lore.
Okay. Oh, jeez. 27. 20.
Actually, no.
No.
I want to make it. I'm going to change that. I'm going to make it a fortitude. I want you to
Fortitude?
give me a fortitude save.
Okay. Save?
Yeah.
Jeez. Natural 20.
Okay.
Yes. So that's 39 more.
You are physically tough and
I'm resilient. I
you're
was
resilient.
a Hail Knight.
you're riding this and you are not having any issue. You begin to see, though, that as you're riding, that Az starts to wiggle his butt a little bit and kind of
He's uncomfortable.
not used to riding. It's kind of starting to, ouch. For one action heal spell. As you ride throughout the day, Az is definitely, you can tell just watching him, Az is going to be sword knight. Az is going to be sword knight. But you, no problem whatsoever. As you eat away at the miles, again, you're riding along the road south of Revenel, passing lots of farmland. You see fields, wheat growing in in its gold of the harvest time. Eventually,
Are there fields of barley?
No, there aren't.
We're not among the fields of barley.
But the sun is behind you in its jealous sky, and the fields of gold that you ride through.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Eventually, you get past the fields and begin to ride along the forested area. And it is here that you see Dominic puts his hands up, signaling to the party, and you begin to slow even more as Dominic calls out, "Make camp!" And everyone starts to get off their horses.
All right, Anna's gonna kind of come in with her horse and just kind of and pulls back and kind of whoa, and come up to where Az is.
Now I want you to throw me that warfare lore.
Okay.
Haley's rolling high tonight.
I am rolling so high.
You rolled an 8.
So
Is that
high.
an
That's
18?
an 18
All
plus
right.
13, so that is a 31.
You are good. The horse obeys your command and knows what to do and slows down.
Just
Do you
kinda-
get off your horse? Or you're just gonna kind of hang out on it?
I'm gonna get off the horse, but I'm gonna kind of pet lean down and pet the side and kind of stroke down its neck area and then hop off after just like a second of kind of like, good job, horsey horse. But I'm going to look over at Az and say, you all right?
Just, I am fine. And you watch him get off of his horse and kind of start to fall a little bit, but then he catches himself and just kind of lands on his feet. I am fine. There's not any issue. And you watch suddenly as kind of he puts his hand on his leg, and then you watch as you see the magical glow of a heal spell kind of happen. You've seen him do this far too many times. You watch a heal spell kind of happen. And he's like,
just kind of.
I am fine. That was a wonderful ride.
It will get easier. I promise. It does. It will take some time, and I tomorrow's going to be horrible for you, though.
No, that is why I know how to heal. And Titus always used carriages. We didn't ride on horseback, so
I know.
she's
She's gonna reach out and put her hand on your shoulder and be like, "Yes, I know. You were pampered. Thank you very much."
I do not need your patch. He just turns around and walks away. Actually, you know,
she's just gonna chuckle and kind of follow after him.
He kind of walks over into to one of the trees and then just kind of starts to pout. Just sitting there. You see that the rest of the party have begun to again unpack their stuff, pull out things for tents and bedrolls and other things, cook pots. You know, some go to start looking for wood to make a fire.
Anna's gonna grab her stuff and kind of just join in the general like making of camp and just do whatever needs to be done that she can do.
So you've got, you see that there is a half-orc that's, male half-orc that's kind of directing everyone. You see a dwarf that's heading off into the woods to probably, you imagine, go get some wood. And then you see the elf is actually helping set up tents.
Okay.
And then you've got two humans. They're just kind of doing, you know, they're taking care of the horses.
Okay.
Who do you want to approach? Or there's Dominic. Dominic, you notice, is just kind of sitting there. He's gone over and he's kind of sitting there and letting them take charge of the setting up of camp.
Yeah. Anna's going to go over to the orc.
Okay.
And just ask, what can I do to help? I do know how to do these things.
Okay. As you get a better look at him, you see this guy's tall. He's 6'8". He's a big half orc.
It's like a foot taller than her.
Yep.
Because she's 5'9".
He's got short, dyed black mohawk and golden eyes. And his
wait, dyed black mohawk
You can
hair.
tell it's not normal. It's not as normal. It's like jet black. You can tell that there's been added.
There's been
in
stuff
here.
done to it.
Yes, there's been stuff done to make it blacker. Golden eyes, a brown, leathery, definitely travel worn skin.
Mm-hmm.
He looks over at you. What?
Is there anything that I can do to help make camp? You seem to be in charge.
Take care of your own stuff. Don't make us take care of you, pretty much.
Oh, okay. I'm Anna, by the way. Andoriana, but you can call me Anna.
You're the Hell Knight, right?
Former.
Right.
A Hell Knight, but yes, I am.
Now, what? I haven't gotten a chance to talk with Haltero, but why are you with our party?
The Domina has requested our presence at the
Well, yeah, but
the
she
War
requested
Council.
the rest of them too. Why did you come with us?
I felt like it was important that we get there as soon as possible.
I mean, you were a Hell Knight. What's your the problems down south are Hell Knight problems.
Yes, they are.
So what's your involvement in all this?
I was the one that gave the information to the Domina about what was going on down there.
All right.
So she'd like us back.
All right. Well, yeah. And we've run for a while. We know how to set up our own stuff. So
All right.
mainly, if you two can just take care of yourselves, we'll be good.
Yes, of course. We can. Just let us know if there's anything we can do to help. Just
All right.
with whatever. Right. I'm just need to turn around and kind of go back. Do we have a tent? Like, do we have separate like bedrolls and tents? Are we doing tents, or are we doing just like sleeping under the stars?
As you
Or
you're there, you see Az sitting.
The cabin. Yes, I remember the cabin. Okay.
You see Az look over at them, look at them setting up their tents, give a little chuff, sit down. You hear him mumbling under his breath, and he pulls out his plank of wood and throws it out onto the ground, and you watch as suddenly this piece of wood just appears to unfold and then unfold and unfold and unfold, and just as it continues to unfold, it just builds this 20 foot by 20 foot by 10 foot cabin that pops up in the middle of an open space right by the side of the road.
Mm-hmm.
And Az just kind of looks over at them.
I would just like to point out that I did a very good job not making jokes about the wood.
Oh, jeez. You see also a cabin type situation suddenly pops up in the middle of this open space.
How does everyone else react to?
They kind of stare at it, stare back at their tent like laid out on the ground, starting to put the stakes in and stuff like that. And there's like,
and Anna's gonna take her horse and kind of walk
well,
over
hell.
to the cabin and kind of tie it off and grab her stuff and kind of just turn back and look at everyone and be like, "Hi," and then just kind of go inside the cabin. Okay.
And you you do hear one person exclaim, "Basmodius's rear end. What is that? And how do we get one?" And Az just smiles as he himself takes his stuff into the cabin that's there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, do we make friends? Do we?
I don't know. They seem like quite a well-oiled machine, as it were. They seem like a team that's been working together for a while. I went to the orc person. Oh, I forgot to ask his name.
His name, I'll just give it to you, is Tudak Skullbinder.
Tudak.
Tudak.
Okay, write that down. Tudak. Oh, man! Today's National Donut Day, and I didn't get a donut.
That is offensive. I am offended.
I am offended. I am offended.
Be offended.
Why am I not being able to find the... Okay, fine, whatever. I'll take notes somewhere else, you stupid. Couldn't find the thing that I'd written on before. Okay, so it was what?
Tudak.
Tudak.
Tudak. Skullbinder.
I love it. Tudak Skullbinder. Right. Well, so I went and asked Tudak what to do, and he kind of just told me to take care of ourselves and don't be a nuisance.
Well, that is simple.
I'm assuming though that like they would all like everyone to eat together.
Oh,
Matt!
It is
Hey,
good to
cutie.
see you.
Welcome to the party. Apparently that deserves a drink from Weston.
It's a drinking game. Yes, we are level 10.
Yes, did you change our... Oh, you did change it. Yes.
What do you think about it? We started at level 3 a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
So.
It's true. Skull binder. Okay. So, but I'm assuming that we'll be eating with them. Not that we'll...
You know, we could make very nice.
You want to feed them?
I was more thinking a hot spring.
No. We hold off on that.
Okay.
That is our ace in the hole for on a day that's really particularly difficult, and then we pull that out.
But
unless you want to do it every night.
After the horse ride, I was looking forward to that.
Oh. Well, then why don't you start with that?
I don't know if you notice,
What?
but we smell like horse.
Well, of course we smell like horses. We're going to smell like horses the entire time we're here.
But we don't have to smell like it.
You do realize that when you go on like an excursion like this, you kind of smell bad until you get to the end. Do you remember our journey from Cheliax?
I do, and we slept in inns, and we rode in
But
a
those
carriage.
first few days we didn't. After we left.
Do you have to remind me? If you want to hold off, I will, but...
We can if you really want to. You should have just led with that and just said, I really want to do this.
But it would also, I think that it's huge. They're going to notice that there is this
Spring.
large... Yeah.
Well, just you can do it. It's not, I'm not saying don't do it. I just thought if we were being strategic. But if we're not being strategic, then go ahead. It's not a problem.
Now you bring up... I could see having something to make an ace in the hole could be advantageous.
Of course it could. If for any reason we need to, you know.
Although they could also ask why I didn't do that on the first night.
And the stars could fall from the heavens.
Okay. I will sacrifice it for the night.
All right.
And so as we'll do, though, is he goes out, and he will go outside, and he gets like kind of behind the cabin, and he's gonna take off his clothes, and then he's just gonna put his hands above his head and create water, because out of his hands just begins to flow, and I can create 2 gallons of water. So he just starts to like spray himself down real quick.
Okay.
To clean off because he.
And Anna's just gonna look at you like, oh my, this is what this is. Why is this? Okay. She's a little baffled.
You can choose to smell like horse. I will avoid.
This is what this is. You were always tucked away into the little medical bays and doing all of the things inside. This is what being a soldier, being a warrior
Anna,
is.
You were stationed inside Sidra.
But I still...
You didn't go horseback riding.
Don't assume that you know everything about me just because we met in Cheliax.
Where else have you been? Okay. As wants a diplomacy check here, a persuasion to see if he can wheedle out where Anna learned horsemanship then.
Well, it's not horsemanship.
Well,
it's just being on the road and knowing how to handle being on the road.
Yeah. Okay, so that is a 29.
All right, so I can choose whether or not to say anything?
So you can, but he was definitely very persuasive. You got to at least give him something.
Oh my gosh. Siamat, you killed a PC? In session 2? Wow. That's some DMing right there.
That's some intensity.
That's some DMing right there. Well, I was raised in a way after leaving my family with being on the road. I mean, we went to the convent and I was trained there, but then there was many times where I had to leave, and especially at the latter part where they wanted to get rid of me.
You never told me which convent.
The
Which church?
The one with the people and the things. I don't know.
Can you describe it?
They were women. They were very mean. I got hit a lot. It's where I learned to fight, actually.
Which deity?
The one that fights people. I was 10. I don't know. I don't remember. Okay. Out of character, I don't remember which convent she was at.
They worship Asmodeus.
Asmodeus.
So
okay.
it's pretty simple. It's in Cheliax. Who do they worship?
Asmodeus. It's fine. It was Asmodeus, of course. Of course. But it was like the sisterhood of the.
They had pants that traveled?
I think maybe, possibly. No, we couldn't wear pants. They got mad at us. Even though we were fighting, they got mad at us.
They couldn't. They had to decide who wore the pants.
Yes, they did, and they had a very hard time. Okay, all joking aside, I did spend quite a lot of time traveling from one place to another, and then, being put into the Hell Knights. You learn to deal with being uncomfortable and understanding that that's just the way life is. Honestly. That's why it doesn't bother me as much.
I didn't have to do that.
No.
I had to deal with being emotionally uncomfortable, but not really physically.
Yeah.
Physically, I mean, even as I was a slave, but I was a favored slave.
Yes. You were treated, I assume, slightly better. At times, not when you were in the labs, of course.
Yeah, not when they were draining blood.
No.
And cutting me and all that stuff. So.
And on that pleasant note...
food?
Yes, food.
Let's go. So as...
you know what you can do tonight?
What?
If we're being strategic.
Okay.
You do your little pixie dust thing over the food. For whatever it is, and it will make it taste amazing.
Ah, sure.
Right? So we do that, and then in a couple of days, we do the other one, and then suddenly these people are incredibly thankful and ingratiated to us because we are the best people that ever peopled. Well, technically, I'm not a people, I'm a tiefling. You're a people.
That's still a people.
Some would not agree.
That is still a people. And some people are stupid, so...
Well, that's also true.
Okay, so I did, I can make food.
Wait, no. Let's see what they have first. Okay. What they're doing first.
So
because we don't want to overstage them and step in and be like, oh, look at us. We're so amazing. We have this cabin and we can make all this food and we can make it taste amazing. Like, we don't want to be like those people. We're going to be with these people for over a week.
Anna?
What?
I am those people.
I know. Try not to be who you are.
He looks down.
Remember that, kids.
He looks down at his bag of holding, which has like a designer logo on it or something like that.
Look, I know it's a Louis Vuitton, but you leave it alone. All right?
Okay.
We just need to...
Wait. I have a question for Anna then.
Yes.
Anna, what are you wearing? Are you wearing the clothes that Michael made for you?
Yes.
So you're decked out then in high fashion too.
It's not high fashion. It's function.
It is functional. It is functional high fashion. Anyone looking at it would know that was super nice
hot
made.
To trot. That's what they would know.
So, just want to bring that up. You're wearing a designer-made riding outfit.
Look, I'm best friends with the designer. It's a totally different story. I didn't buy this. I don't have the money to buy something like this from Sir Michael.
Okay, so do we go out?
Yes, let's go out. Are you dressed though? Like,
Yeah,
have we been having this whole conversation with you naked?
No. As went, washed himself off, and prestidigitation to all his clothes, and then came back inside.
All right, yeah. And
So, no, he is not in the buff.
All right, good. Okay, so let's just go. Let's go out. Let's go see what's going on. I told him that we would help in any way that we could if we needed to.
Okay.
So, yes.
All right, so you pop your head out. You do see that they've got most of the tents are close to getting set up. A couple of them have just set out some bedrolls to lay on. And then you do see that they have a fire going.
Now I feel kind of badly. If they're just sleeping under the stars, I mean that's kind of. Should we ask them if they want to?
There's not room for everyone in there.
Well, I know that, but like, it's people that are sleeping on the ground.
We have room for 2 more if you want to have.
Let's see. Let's see if we get along. If we don't get along, it would be very awkward to uninvite them from the cabin.
Okay.
Right.
So you do find when you go out that you do see the elf is there by the cooking pot. There's a fire going. There's definitely something being made. You can smell probably a stew, something easy. Throw all the ingredients together with some water. Bam, food.
Mm-hmm.
And they're kind of sitting there around. You're surprised to see Dominic Coltero is sitting on the ground with the rest of the group.
That's interesting.
And there's kind of sitting there waiting. A couple have cut off some, a log or dragged something over to sit on. But they're all just kind of waiting now. The tents have been set up. They're just kind of waiting for food to be ready.
All right, I'm going to come over and just kind of look around and kind of nod at everyone and try and find a log for me to also sit down upon. Possibly.
Okay, where do you want to sit?
I would like to sit near the fire.
Okay, because you've got
to the left.
Like you can sit near the half orc, you can sit near the dwarf. There's the 2 humans that are there. Or you can sit by Dominic.
Let's go sit by someone we know, which is Dominic.
Okay. So you go over and sit down next to Dominic, and he kind of looks over at you.
Hi.
Oh, hello, Anna.
Hi.
You see him look over at the pot, look back at you. Are you hungry?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh. Is there enough?
If there's not enough for us,
I'm just not sure how we packed. And he looks up at the woman. So she's like, "Oh, don't worry." And you see her wave her hand over the food, and she's just like, "I can make plenty."
Oh! Are you like us? Are you like a sorcerer wizard person?
Oh, no, I'm not a sorcerer wizard person.
Oh.
I have a connection with the land. With nature.
You're druid?
Yes.
Wait.
Was that hard to say?
I'm not sure if Anna is supposed to know what the druid is.
Druid's
know what a druid
druid's
is?
a fairly common thing. It's
Okay.
just like,
Yes. So you're a druid.
yes.
How did you do? So did you just magically make more food?
I can.
That is fascinating. Can you do it all the time?
Each day, yes.
Can you make bread?
enough. Well, I can't make just whatever. I mean, it is limited in its ability.
Do you have to make the bread first? And then you can multiply the bread?
Yes, I can do it to fishes too.
That's not where I was going with that, but that's wonderful to know.
Yes.
What is going on tonight?
I can do it with bread and with fishes too. But yes, I can make sure we have enough food for everyone.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's fantastic. Can you make food for like animals too? And Bruce is gonna come sit next to me.
Bruce just got there and like flopped down.
Like he's gonna be panting for a while.
Yeah.
He's like, it's okay. It's like, good boy, good boy.
And he went when Az was producing his water, he like gave some to Bruce to drink. He's like, lap it up.
It's like, is there enough for Bruce to have some as well? I mean, I brought treats for him and some food.
Didn't
some
you
dog food.
buy like
we bought
50 pounds?
No, there was 100 pounds of food.
100
and 15 pounds of jerky. So like
Did you not bring enough food for your
No, I brought food for my dear boy. It just he does rather like human food, and he has this thing for
That's not
potatoes.
very healthy for the dog.
He's not a normal dog. He wasn't born. He's magical. He's like a fairy.
And she goes over to Bruce and kneels down and begins to talk with him. And you hear him responding to her as she uses talk with animals to converse. She's like, oh, no, I'm good. I'm a little tired. That was a lot of running.
You still was
Horses were fast.
She's kind of just petting him to kind of reassure him.
She's like, are you hungry? Food.
His tail starts to wag. And smacking Dominic.
Yeah. Yeah, you want Dominic to hate you, okay? All right,
it's what he's doing. He's sitting
Dominic
next to me.
And you see him kind of shove his butt.
It's like, Bruce, Dominic, I am very sorry. Bruce, will you move your butt?
Anna, let's get some of his food out and we'll feed him.
Yes, of course. I'll grab out just around. You hear like things falling over and whatever. And then she finally grabs it.
Grabs what?
The food.
So you just tried to pull out 100 pounds?
No, she's a bowl.
Okay.
And she's gonna like dip it into the food and then bring it out.
So you watch her. She takes this bowl, puts it in this bag, reaches her arm down all the way like Mary Poppins.
No,
and then
or more like
out.
Hermione Granger, where she's like,
okay, yeah,
so that you can hear the rustling of other things in the room.
And then you hear the sound. Yeah, the dog food comes out, and then there's a bowl full of dog food for him.
But he does like potatoes, so if there are any potatoes ever.
Unfortunately, I don't have any today. Yeah,
that's all right. That's fine. What was your name?
Oh, I am Edrell.
Well, I am Honor.
It is a real pleasure, Honor. You seem like a very kind young girl.
That is very naive and incredibly sweet. Thank you.
Why would you say that?
I don't think we have time to go through it right now.
I mean, I can tell you've been through some hard times, but you seem to have kept a certain level of optimism.
Yes.
And you see she gives you this kind of mothering type look. She looks young to your eyes. But you can tell there's definitely, she is treating you like a young little girl.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm just going to sit there and wait for the food to be ready.
And Dominic looks over at the cabin, looks back at you. So, how?
Him.
He points
as Anna just points to Az.
Az is sitting on the other side, next to the dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, yes. It is a spell that I can cast.
Mm-hmm.
And creates a nice living arrangement for temporary.
It's wonderful.
He's kind of, so what does it do tomorrow when we leave? Does it just stay here?
No. That's the best part. It disappears.
And he looks over at at Edrell. He's like, can you? She's like, I don't know. Maybe. And he's like, that would be really nice on campaign.
Is Adrel a human?
No, elf.
She's an elf, okay.
And he's just like, that would be really nice on campaign. Like,
It would be, and it is actually. It's very good. It's not very big.
What's it like on the inside?
It's not very big. It's just one room.
Oh, okay.
And
It's not bigger on the inside than on the outside?
No, unfortunately. You'd have to ask the doctor about that one.
Which is funny because Az is technically a doctor.
It's true. That is true. But no, it's just one room, and there's like very simple accommodations. There's like cots.
Oh, okay. Well, so it is a slight upgrade from a tent.
Yes. So you're not missing out. There's not.
It's not like a miraculous mansion in there.
No, we don't have our own floors, unfortunately.
Well, it looks like you definitely will be able to take care of yourselves on this trek.
Yes. We have become quite adept at taking care of ourselves.
How, I heard about the incident with the Hell Knight.
Is this Dominic talking?
Yes.
Right. Yes, that is... Mm-hmm. What about it?
Why was she here?
She hates Az. Everyone hates Az, apparently, from Cheliax. And they will stop at nothing until they get him.
Looks over as... Why? Don't get me wrong, you two have done some amazing things while you were here. But this seems a bit... much.
Az is special. And I don't mean that in the everyone is special kind of way. But Az is actually very special. So.
And the dwarf hearing you say this is like, that's what every guy's mother tells him. He just whacks Az on the back. Az is like taking a bite of something while he does his slight choke. Slight choke there.
Well, Sir Dwarf, I am not his mother. I think I'm a pretty good judge of character.
He looks you up and down and is like, you don't look like his mother.
I'm not his mother. Why? Where is... No, I'm so confused now.
So am I now. So, okay. Food! Whack! And he takes this... he apparently has in his hand this tankard, but it's empty, and he just kind of whacks it down to say, food!
So, right. Well, Mr. Dwarf, what is your name?
And his name, as I tried to remember how I pronounced this name that I wrote for him, Grackilm. Grackilm. Garkilm. Grackilm.
Grackilm.
It's right. Grackilm or Red Digger.
Red Digger?
Yep.
All right. Well...
Family worked in the Redstone mines for generations.
That makes sense. Great. She's kind of awkwardly.
You're kind of awkward, aren't you?
I'm not awkward. I just...
So he looks over at us and he's like, and you look like some... You two are wearing some fancy duds for being out traveling. You dress like him. And he points at Dominic. He's like, you're all dressed kind of like him.
Yes, well...
I'll take that as a compliment, I guess, says Dominic to him.
Well, Sir Michael is a friend of ours, and he's the royal dresser, so he offered to make... Okay, well, I'll be totally honest. I asked him to make me this dress.
Dominic kind of looks over and he's like, it is a good cut.
Well,
good material, it appears.
Well, it is good material, and it's a very good cut. It's very practical, because I knew that we were going to be spending time around ladies, like actual ladies. And they have a thing about dresses, so I figured
It is
Best
wise.
of both worlds.
It is wise. When everyone gets there. Sorry, I gotta stop using Az's accent.
I know. I'm like, your accent for Dominic is like
It's
changing.
When we get there, and the council is occurring, it will be wise to be dressed in a manner that will elicit a good response.
I did bring other things, as well, fit for a domina, or for the presence of a domina. Not fit for her because they're not hers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I am hungry. Is there food now?
And so she will start. She's starting to serve. She takes it and puts it in the mug for the dwarf. There's a male and female human there. Mm-hmm. They each are kind of quiet and they just pull out their bowls and have the food. Uber Media! Welcome to the game.
Welcome to the Thunderdome. We're not fighting yet.
Not yet.
I have a feeling it's gonna happen, but
nope.
We're not doing
no
it
combat, none at all.
No, it's just Anna being crazy awkward at the dinner fire.
Yep. So everyone gets served their food.
Anna's gonna like just slip a little bit to Bruce, just a little bit, just be like, do you like it? Do you want some? I can give you my bowl.
Jerky.
You want jerky?
Jerky.
Okay, that's fine. And she can get into the bowl, and you hear the scuffling around as she's trying to find it, and then pulls out the thing of jerky.
Bacon!
Bacon
jerky.
And she just starts feeding it to him, not giving it all to him at once, but just like making him kind of.
And Az will go ahead, and Az is gonna create food, and when you create food, you can create it's a bland type thing. So Az just kind of makes a bunch of like what would be the equivalent of like saltine crackers. Since it's a stew, he makes a whole ton of saltine crackers that he can just kind of hand
yummy.
out to eat with the stew.
And Anna's going to take hers and crumble them up and put them into the stew. Just like that.
Just like that. All right. So everyone just kind of eats their food and then begins to bed down for the night. Is there anything else that Anna wants to do?
Not particularly. She's just going to kind of... All right, well, good night to you all.
Good night. Yeah, that normal,
Yeah, it's like, good evening. Who's on watch?
First. I don't know's on second.
Fantastic.
No, the half-orc does kind of perk up as you mentioned the watch. And Tudak is just like, are you willing to take a...
We can take a watch.
Take a watch?
Yes, I mean, like, I'm volunteering as well, because he and I are kind of a package deal, but I don't know. I should probably ask him.
Since you're going to be in your own little house, do you want to... I mean, to make it simple, do you want to do first or last?
Oh, we could do first.
All right.
We can do first watch, that's fine.
Sounds good.
You guys can go ahead and sleep.
We'll go catch some shut-eye. Come wake me up for a second.
Before we go?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't just leave me there, hanging like a yo-yo. So, wake me up when you're ready to switch.
I will.
Right.
So making a super cut of all these ridiculous
probably,
references.
You watch him kind of measure where the moon's at, and stuff like that. He's like probably about 2. Give me about 2 hours.
Yeah. Well, I will come and let you know that we are here.
All right. So they all start heading off to bed. Where do you and Az want to set up for your watch?
Well, is there a more strategic place for us to do it
Not
other
really.
than the roof of the
That would
cabin?
probably be the most strategic place.
All right, so we're going to go to the roof of the cabin then. So you're going to look at it and be like, Az, can you make just steps appear on this thing?
No.
Dang it.
That would be nice.
Wouldn't it though? Like, you just had just a built-in ladder on the side.
Yeah, give me a leg up.
Give you a leg up.
Yeah, so he kind of puts his foot up to kind of put your hands in the...
Okay.
Push Come up,
She puts
get
her
that
fingers
idea.
underneath.
And Az kind of steps into your hand, and then
Was
kind
it
of
1, 2,
goes
3,
to, yep, goes climb up, roll me an athletics check.
Right. Oh, jeez.
Not 1.
No. Was it 2?
Is it 2?
Good thing my athletics is 21.
Okay, yeah.
It's 23.
No problem. You kind of you chuck him up there, and he kind of
It's like, you're not as heavy as you look.
I watch what I eat.
I know. I watch it too when it's on my fork and then when it's in my mouth.
Okay.
Like that distance, that's where it gets. It was a joke.
Of course it was Anna.
So how am I supposed to get up now?
Az is going to tap in and use one of his focus points to ancestral memory and become trained in athletics, and then he's going to reach down to see if he can pull you up.
Okay.
So
he's not gonna like build a rope or something.
no, he's just going to do athletics. Just going to put his hand out to grab you, and then pull you up. And he rolled a 5.
Oh dear.
Which means plus 12 is a 17. So he manages to start pulling you up. It's not, all that quick. You end up having to kind of use your own legs to help push you up there.
All the way, yeah.
All the way. But you do get on top of the flat roof that is the top of your little instant cabin.
All right. What do we see?
Before you see woods and forest, and the road in front of you. You are just a little bit off of the road in a bit of a cleared area. So you see the road is a clear night sky. At the moment, you do see some clouds kind of moving across. Roll me a perception check.
All right. Okay, that is a 16, 21.
21. Nothing at the moment. Just kind of laying up there, looking around, sitting there.
They seem to be back to back, so we can see both sides of the road coming and going. Kind of like where like the cabin kind of comes to a point. It's like we're kind of, or is it flat?
I always thought it was a flat.
Oh, it's flat. Okay.
Yep.
Well, then we're just sitting in the center.
And so Az kind of sits back to back with you. And so, yeah. So you mentioned, so you hadn't been, how long had you been in Emfarak?
Well, I was moved, when I was, like 15. That was when I got the option to either join the Hell Knights or essentially be executed. So, I thought I told you this story already.
I think you have told me,
Bits and
mentioned things here and there.
Oh. Well, I was 15, and one of the leaders came to me. It was a different order. I don't remember many of the details of that period of time, mostly because I was so angry. I shut out a lot of what happened. Like, I remember the things, but it's like my brain just doesn't care to remember details. So, I ended up in Infrac like a year later. So I went to like training for a little while, and then a year later I was at Infrac, and I have been there ever since. I was still working through my training, so I wasn't a full-fledged Hell Knight yet. Yes.
Yeah, you had not been through your trial.
No, I had. I was younger than everyone else, as well. I'd been there longer than anyone else had. So I mean, my situation was unusual, and I was basically forced into being a Hell Knight.
So where were you before then? You said that you were given an option, but That means that you were doing something else before.
That was when I was at the convent. So I was there until I was 15.
And you said, where was this? It is in Cheliax, right?
Yes, it was in Cheliax, yes. It was not very far away from where I grew up. I want to say it started with an I. Ingra. I don't remember. I'm sorry.
It was a long time ago.
I mean, it wasn't that long ago, but trauma has a tendency to make you forget things.
I can see that. You either forget or never forget.
Or you remember it in such stark clarity that it never goes away.
I can see that.
I mean, I remember exactly what happened when the Hell Knights came for my family. I remember exactly what it looked like and it sounded like and it smelled like, and I'll never forget those images. But it's like after that, it didn't matter anymore.
So wait, you said was it Isgar? Over by the Tal'Doran.
Yeah. Yes, actually.
Border. That would explain your
Yes.
accent. I've always kind of wondered.
Well, my family was from Taldor. And I was born in Taldor. But we moved, my parents were missionaries, and we moved to the border of Cheliax to be missionaries, essentially.
And then it was an unapproved religion at the time.
Yes, and my father did not believe in hiding how he felt. And so he didn't.
He would not pay homage to
No.
the Lord of Hell.
No, he always said that any faith worth having is a faith that must be tested and tried. And that's what he saw with the ask and the requirement of...
Hey, Space Jammer!
Oh, she's hosting us. That's awesome. But this was part of the trial of being followers of and ministers for Phrasma. So yes, it was Iskar.
Well, that could not have been easy.
It wasn't. It was not a time that I remember with fondness, unfortunately. But I mean, I changed as I got older, and once I was at Enfrak for a few years, I found Stella. She helped a lot. And she's the group that I was learning with, that I was going through with. They were wonderful. And it wasn't until the situation with the soul stones and the missing individuals that I truly felt a dissonance with my place as a Hell Knight.
That's not exactly true, though.
What do you mean?
As a spy there in Infrarak, I kept my ear to the ground. Paid attention to all the different comings and goings.
Yes.
And I seem to recall arguments between you and... what was your friend's name?
Stella.
Stella. About slavery.
Well, of course. It was more that it was like I began to wake up a little bit. It's like before I was trying to survive. And now I woke up and I'd never felt right about slavery because it was not that far off from what had happened to me. And so I looked at it in a very similar vein. I didn't feel like it was right, regardless of if it was legal.
Well, I am perfectly happy with that. It is one of the reasons between that and the comments from Farmer Magdalene that I was willing to make contact.
Yes, well, I made a bit of a nuisance of myself, and honestly, if you hadn't been there, I think I would have died.
Yeah.
I think they would have killed me in one way or another. I mean, they tried to multiple times.
And so you had your family was taken. You went to a monastery. You said they taught you to fight?
Yes. It was a convent that was focused.
Isgar, the Golden Irens.
That sounds familiar.
They are a female-led monastic order of Asmodeus that modeled their fighting after barbed demons.
That I didn't know. I did not know that.
They do a lot of poking.
Yes. There's a lot
Very
of
pokey.
pokey, but with knives. Because we had to learn how to fight with knives, and I was better at the sword.
There's the pressure points, right? There's whack.
Yes, I mean they're essentially monks,
Yeah.
except they're women. So
because women can't be monks?
I thought they had a different name. Nuns. They're monks. They're nuns.
No, that would be priests and nuns.
Oh.
Different.
Okay, fine. They're monks. Look, I was bred to be a fighter, not a linguist.
Well, I was trying to be a linguist, so it makes sense.
That's true. Yes, that actually sounds right. It was a very difficult time. I mean, it was all training the whole time that we were there, and it was morning with the sun and sleep with the moon and train the rest of the time you're awake.
Well, I am, as much as it was, I imagine, difficult, I am glad that in the end you were in Infrarak when you were. I don't know what I would have done to get out of there.
I know. That was... Honestly, I never thought that the evil that was happening could have been happening. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's like the Hell Knights, they're above all else. It's about law and order. And it's the law and the order that matter
But
above
law,
everything.
whose order?
Yes. Whose law and whose order? And that was when I began to kind of argue with the trainers and the teachers about different points, is that we can't be enforcers of law because there isn't just one law. It doesn't work that way. And they always trained us that, you know, we were judge and jury, essentially.
I am the law.
That was really good. That really sounded like Sylvester Stallone. That was really good. If you guys felt like that sounded a lot like Sylvester Stallone, put like a smiley face in the chat or something. That was amazing. Holy crap. Yes. No, but we were. It's like we were trained that if we felt it was against the law, or if we knew it was against the law, that we were to take matters into our own hands. And that was always difficult. I didn't agree with that most of the time. But it felt like it was still okay because it was the law.
True. You're still sitting back. You're sitting back to back, right?
Mm-hmm.
You suddenly feel, because you're both sitting back like that, you feel as kind of touch your hand. Got the hand-on-hand moment. There, sitting back to back. And then it grips.
Like pinkies?
No, like he grips your hand. Anna.
What?
Something's wrong. And you see a mist begin to rise up around you.
As do you see that?
Yeah, that's not normal. And it's thick and rising up from the ground.
I'm going to grab my sword very quietly. And then I'm going to say, as we have to shout for the others.
Go. And so you both, are you going to try and jump off the roof?
Yeah, do you want to kind of stand up really quick and then pull my sword out and then try and like run across the roof towards where the other tents are to like start shouting. And I'm going to be like shouting like, awake, we're under attack.
And you start waking up. People hear it. You see, kind of the rustle in the tents start happening.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me a perception check.
Oh, that's 20.
20. You can't see anything there in the mist. But you do think you see a couple glowing points. Oh, Seasonal Bard just gave villain point to me.
Oh, no. Why? What? Do you hate me? What are you doing? Weston's breaking his microphone. I know one thing, and it's violence.
So let me set the stage.
Okay. I say, hi, Nathan. Oh, and Amber actually rated too. I thought it just said hosted, and then I didn't realize that she rated too. Hello, everyone that was hanging out with Amber. The Space Jumper.
Let me switch to the battle cam.
I love this. Oh, that was our cabin.
Yes, that is our cabin.
That looks really good, babe. You gotta turn on the actual
camera. Gotta turn on the camera.
Weston is setting everything up and forgot to turn on the camera. You guys are so cute. So I ran off that way. Like this way.
Yes.
Okay. Do do do. Do 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 do. Okay. This combat is not brought to you by... No, it is. It is brought to you by Terreno by GameGearMaster.com. You can get 10% off your order if you put in code PARTYOF2RPG.
Didn't have to use Terreno too much for this, but the base grid is the Terreno grid there.
I'm going to turn this a little bit so you guys can see. And this faux leather stuff that's right here, this is from the Dollar Tree.
So let's get out our party members.
Party!
So as there, we've got... Okay, Anna, you want to put where you're at?
Yes, so she jumps this way. Like, let's say she jumped like there. Because that makes sense.
All right.
Oh, it keeps trying to focus on stuff.
I told you that would happen. Yes, I got them there.
Who do I get to control?
No one.
I'm not controlling anyone?
We're controlling you.
Look at how... Oh my gosh, you guys, look at these. Look at these. Look at these.
Oh, and Bruce.
Look at these.
I will remember Bruce this time.
Look at these. They look so good.
All right, so.
Okay, I'm like being incapable of like... There we go.
So the mist...
Riders of Rohan!
The mist is on by my side. Okay, so on the edge there is just this thick mist that is rising up along the roads and coming towards you. Okay. And you do see...
So the road's on that side?
Yes.
Okay.
You do see in the midst of it a couple pairs of glowing eyes. And then suddenly...
Sneak attack! I want to throw a sword. Not sword,
can't.
sorry. My knives, daggers.
They're more than 20 feet away from you.
Oh, man.
Then suddenly from the inside of the mist, you watch as a human figure rises from the ground. And 3 wolf-like creatures begin to walk out of the mist.
Like lycanthrope.
Roll me.
Can I do a recall knowledge and
Sure.
see if I can tell that they're...
What do you got? You can roll me
I
religion.
have warfare lore. I have religion.
You can do religion.
Okay.
You don't have infernal lore or hell lore, do you? Yep. Then
no, I should though. We're gonna have to talk about this.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure something didn't get
as
over
a hell
here.
knight, you should have actually.
Okay, that's cocked.
That
Let
was
me try
cocked.
again.
Yeah.
It's a 9. Okay, so
As a reminder to all of our viewers, you can award for 500 channel points. You can award a hero point to either one of the players to allow for a reroll.
21. That is true. 500 points for 500 channel points to get a hero point, and then 1,000 channel points for a villain point.
Nope. You are not sure what these are. You can definitely.
It's a 20 though. 21. Sorry, it's a 21.
You're not sure what these are. However, where did you run to? Like,
I came over here.
You came over there, but whose
Okay.
like tent area would you have run towards? Like, to try and who would you try to woke it up first? You just want to yell.
I just was yelling. I was just shouting. To like have everybody get up, and then I was like just running to the general area of the tents.
Okay, so you watch as this form, this humanoid figure, rises out of the mist.
Ew. Ew.
And let's roll some initiative.
I can't. Yeah, no, 5, 10, 15. They're 20 feet away. Can I throw a
Nope,
dagger?
yeah, roll initiative.
Fine. 14, 32.
32. Okay.
32 initiative. Oh, wow.
You can tell when you're playing Pathfinder and not
Yes,
D&D.
you can tell when you're playing Pathfinder and not D&D.
All right, let me roll for Az.
Okay.
Actually, I can just roll on here to make it simple for myself. Perception roll.
I really need to finish this board so that
Oh,
graph
Az rolled a
continues.
31.
Oh
So
my
he's
gosh,
right
seriously?
below you on that.
32, 31.
But let's check and see what the others roll. All right, so...
So in the past, when we have had group combat like this, I have controlled more than one character.
Nope, we're
But
doing
this
something
time
different.
we're doing something different.
We
So
are.
I'm very interested in seeing this.
All right, so got one last one to roll, though. 20.
Doo-doo-doo.
Okay, he has... Anna, you do get to go first.
Okay, I'm first going to shout at Bruce. And say, Bruce, attack!
Now, remember, Bruce gets one free action without you having to command.
I know.
So he can move before you command.
Yeah. Well, this is all part of the same thing. So I'm going to have him move. And he can go however far you say that he can go.
He can get up there. Who's he attacking?
That first one right there.
All right.
So he's going to move
That's
there,
his move
and then he's
action?
going to attack. So he's going to attack with his Jawas
Just Jaws.
and try to do the knockdown that's associated with that. So that is an 11. You have his stat block.
Actually printed it. It's actually sitting at the printer, too.
Oh, is it?
Okay.
Do you want me to go get it?
So his attack is... plus 17.
Okay, that's the one that was 17. So 28 to hit.
Meets beats.
Oh, nice. Okay, so he claws him or jaws him and knocks him down.
Jaws him.
He jaws him.
All right. So roll 2d8 plus 8.
2d8 plus 8. Okay, I'm just going to 5, 6. Oh, that's nice. So 11, 19. 19 points of damage.
19
and
points
he
of
is
damage.
now prone.
Yes. Well, no, he gets to... I believe the way the knockdown works is that...
Oh, man, I don't have a prone thing.
Just knock him on the side.
I know, but like I thought I had a condition ring for prone.
So the way that knockdown works for the creature ability for your Dougie that he now has. It says the monster's last action was successful with the strike that lists knockdown, its damage type. Yep, the monster is knocked prone. It doesn't even get a save.
Yep.
All right, so.
Okay, so then I am going to move my full action.
Okay.
And then do
Now,
advantageous.
Bruce gets one more move.
No.
Because when you throw a command jam, he gets 2.
Oh. He gets one more move?
Yep.
Can he attack again?
Yes, he can. He'll be at a -5.
Okay.
But yes, he
we'll
can.
do that. That's a 16, so -5 is an 11, 17, 28. Again.
Wait, what was the roll?
So it's 16, -5 is 11, plus 17.
28.
It's the exact
Yeah.
same thing as 28.
You hit again.
9 plus 8. So 17 points of damage for that second one.
Oh, but actually, it definitely would hit because they're prone, so they're at -2.
Oh, that's true.
So yeah, he manages to get 2 bites off on this thing, ripping at this creature, and
Okay.
definitely.
Then Anna is going
Knocks
to
down.
move. I have to stand up.
All right. Are you going to attack the?
And I'm going to attack the one that's prone.
Same one. All right, go ahead.
With advantageous assault. I think I can do that. Let me just double check that that's 1.
Yep, knocked it down.
Yep, it's 1. I just want to make sure it's only 1.
Yep. Yeah, you got 2
thing.
actions.
Okay.
You got 1 action left. You're right, because you moved.
Yep. Okay, so we are going to do that and going to hit. 17 plus 22 is 39.
And they're at a -7
I believe
because
so.
of
Let
your
me double
advantageous
check.
assault. So that is a critical hit.
Yeah, it's 5. So it does it 5.
That's a crit. Well, and then they're flat-footed. So, yes, that is a critical hit. Go ahead and roll
Okay.
your damage die.
All right. Yes. 2, 12, 11, 4, 15 plus 8. Oh my gosh. 15 plus 8 is 23. Plus 1d6 of fire damage, which is 2. So what did I say that was? 23 plus 2 is 25. So 50.
So 50 points of
50 points of damage. Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Hello, Maths. How are you today?
Hello. This
I forgot I can roll on Path Builder.
Yeah.
I don't
It
remember I
is
can do that.
definitely, he ripped at it, knocked it down, then you come over and you slash it with your weapon, cutting deeply into it. It is definitely looking bloody.
Okay. That is the end of my round. My
Okay.
turn. That's the end.
That is the end of that is quite a round.
That
to
was
start
pretty
with.
awesome. We did 50, 67, 70, 80 something
Yeah.
points of damage
And
between me and Bruce.
It's now that
Thing's turn.
So it's going to first stand up.
Attack of opportunity.
There
I
we
was
go.
drinking. Attack of opportunity. Boom.
Yeah, you get an opportunity attack as it goes to get up.
22, 16, 32, 38.
So you crit.
Right? That's 22 plus 16 is 38, right?
She just critted twice on this thing.
This is how
Well,
we
technically,
do
the
it.
hit goes off before it gets up, so it was still prone when you hit. So yeah. Well, you gotta kill this wolf.
6 and 8 plus 8 is 16, right? Yes,
Yes.
16 plus 1d6 fire, and it was a 5, so 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 times 2 is 46. 46 points of damage.
36 points
No,
of
46.
46 points of damage.
46. Not 4d6, but 46.
Yes, it is looking really.
Are you
really
serious?
rough.
It's still not dead?
It's not dead, and
How
it's
is it
going
not
to take,
dead?
It's going to take this opportunity to having you hit it. It breathes in and then opens its mouth, and you see
Shield.
fire and flame coming out as it is going to use its breath attack.
Breath attack.
you
Wolves don't
and-
have fire breath.
On both you and Bruce, because this goes in a 15-foot arc.
Oh, shit.
So
buckets.
I need
Okay.
a reflex save for both you and Bruce.
Okay, that's cocked. Try that again. Oh no, that's really bad. 23 for me.
Okay, you fail.
Reflex.
You fail.
Dang it. And then
Bruce is a plus 19.
Oh, he got it. 15 plus 19.
Oh, yeah, you definitely got
He got it.
it. Okay.
So he jumps out of the way. I don't.
You take 31 points of fire damage.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
As this hound from hell opens its mouth and blasts
Hound from hell?
fire at you.
Oh
and
my
Bruce. So
gosh.
Bruce takes half of that, so Bruce will take 15.
Okay. Gotta keep track of his points on them.
All right, and that will be its turn.
That is just rude.
Next up,
Hold on, how many hit points does Bruce have?
Bruce's total hit points is 106.
Okay. And that was 31 divided by 2. Rounded
15.
down.
It was 15.
15, okay.
As the beast rages at you with its fire, you see the dark figure in the back look over at you.
Are you here for us?
Lets out a piercing scream. And I need everyone to roll me a what is it? A will save.
Will. Oh, dear. Ooh, natural 20
All right.
for me. So that would be
Roll.
a 34.
Roll for Bruce.
If we were doing it that way.
Ooh, As got a 16
And that
himself.
is a 19 for Bruce. I like this dice. This dice is making me very happy. Very happy dice tonight. It is purple. It is from the Dollar Tree. It is a good dice. Did you guys know that you can get RPG dice from the Dollar Tree?
Yes, you can. Full set.
Full sets. Full sets in lots of different colors.
Okay, so you resist this scream as it's let out. However, you do still feel the effects. Suddenly, as it screams out, you feel your mind and heart racked with guilt and shame
Glimpse of redemption.
for something that you have done. Nope. For something that you have done. Anna, what would you feel guilt for?
For abandoning Stella at Enferak.
Okay. Your speed is decreased by 10 feet.
Oh
for
my
1 turn.
gosh. I only have 10 feet then.
This person, you watch as they fall off their horse. These three, all you see them, everyone else affected, but only that one is completely stunned for 1 round. The rest of them also have the 10-foot decrease to their movement as they are racked with guilt over something.
Oh my gosh.
As this spirit lets out this cry.
Okay.
Having done this, it will now look at you, and then it is going to move forward, and it is going to swing at you with a huge flaming mace that it holds in its hand.
Oh dear.
Ooh, rolled low on that. 28 will hit you.
'Cause
You are
I don't
not in
have my
armor.
armor on.
You are not in armor. So,
Wouldn't
28.
I have gotten in armor though?
When?
Like after dinner?
No, you said you were wearing your designer stuff.
I know, but if I knew we were going to be like on watch, wouldn't it make sense for me to put my armor on?
I would say no. You never said that you did it at any point, so I'm saying no.
Guys, I need my husband to stop watching all of the actual plays because he's getting more raw. Okay, fine. Yes.
It doesn't make sense for you to have it.
Yes, it does.
All right.
Yes, that hits.
So you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And 6 points of fire damage.
Okay. I'm resistant to fire.
All right.
So that would only be 1 point of fire damage.
So that's one hit on one hand. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes to whack Bruce.
You dare hit the dog.
Okay, that is a 38.
Yeah.
His AC
pretty sure
is
that
a
hits.
27.
Oh, no.
He just critted Bruce. So
There is a special place in
Bruce
hell
will
for
take
people who attack dogs.
22 points of damage.
22? Okay.
Yes, to Brucey.
Okay.
Wait, it's not a crit. Because it's a -5. So it's 11 points of damage because he's at
That's
a -5.
much better. That is much better. Thank you.
All right. And there we go. As its turn ends.
Jeez.
Az is up.
Okay. Az.
So
kick
Az-
its trash.
yeah.
Kick its trash, Az.
Az sees this creature walking up there and doing some mighty fine damage. And Az is not happy about this at all.
Okay,
What?
seasonal. I don't think our thing didn't ding, so I didn't know that it didn't ding. But seasonal bard just redeemed hero points.
Oh, yay! For whom? Let us know
Who?
who's
Yeah,
it
seasonal bard.
for.
Who do you want the hero point to go towards? Because that is your decision.
All right. So, as in this one hard thing about being a spellcaster when you're also the GM is it's like,
I know you have to
what
run
spell
through the
am I
spells.
casting?
It's like I think about Matt in Critical Role having Essek.
Yes.
It was a full freaking character.
Okay. So, you know what? Az is going to, first, Az is going to roll a recall knowledge religion.
We need to figure out the dragons when we're in combat because their names go over my face. Like literally Nathan's name just went over my eyes.
Okay. Az is attempting a recall knowledge.
Somebody get the star.
No, using religion. It's a 20. Oh, that's not enough.
And Doriana, he gave it to me.
Okay, give it to you. Az didn't roll high enough on his recall knowledge to.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Seasonal bard that you want to give it to me? So he doesn't know what it is?
He doesn't know exactly what it is. However, he can easily tell this is not a living creature.
No.
This is not even technically a corporeal creature.
You're like, heal it, Az, heal it.
It's a ghosty ghost.
He's a ghosty ghost. Can we hit?
But
can
that's
we
about
hit
all
the
he
ghosty
knows.
Ghost?
Doesn't know anything more about it than that.
Be like Scooby-Doo.
Yes, Scooby-Doo it. No. However, as seeing this creature and that it is he can tell it's a spirit.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give him that much. There we go. Az is going to. Oh, that sucks. I was going to use rip the spirit, but it has to be a living creature.
Oh, sadness.
Okay. Geez, apparently I didn't. There we go. Do sudden bolt and do. I don't want to hit you. Oh, I can do this. I'm gonna do a fireball.
Okay.
Az is going to pull back his hands, and he's going to see this guy. Oh, came up to here. Oh,
You never moved him on the last.
and actually, he couldn't hit you and Bruce, huh? Oh well.
No.
He's going to move to there, which means Az is just going to hit like right where he's at, right where that line's at. He'll hit all but the one on the end.
Where the gravel becomes.
He's going to hit them with a fireball.
Fireball!
I cast fireball!
Stop being inside my head.
But I like it inside your head. All right, 66.
66 or
Roll high.
6d6?
22 points of damage.
Nice.
But they get a reflex save.
Oh, rude.
So let's see how reflexive they are. He's not reflexive.
Does that word ever get weird for anybody else where it's like reflexive or reflexive or reflex?
They're reflecting on my fireball.
It's like, it's weird. It's like the word just starts to sound muddled in my head when I'm playing.
Save. That's a 31. What's my DC?
I don't know.
Two of them save and take half damage. However, the main ghosty ghost does not save. So blast those 3 right there.
But can fire hurt a ghost?
Az is going to use fireball, so that's what he's got. So that will be the end of Az's turn.
Okay.
Oh gosh, I love that. Okay, yeah. Give me 1 second. Let me put some damage on these guys. So you do notice though that fireball does hit the one that you hit, and it is looking really, 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 really rough. All right, there we go. So that is the end of their turn. So now, my mic is not wanting to move with me. All of these guys start to move, but unfortunately, they're kind of limited in their space. He can get up to there. This one's on the ground. This one can ride the horsey, and so he can move a little farther.
Okay.
And this wolf is going to be attacking at the same time.
Okay.
So we're going to do this real quick. Oops. Okay. All right. So the dwarf and the wolfish type creature both swing and hit each other, but then miss at others. We're gonna go back to you.
Okay, I am going to attack the one that had been we'd already been attacking.
Okay.
That I did the serious smackdown on.
Right. Do you want to attack it or Bruce?
Bruce.
Okay.
I'm gonna have Bruce attack it with his jaws.
He's got that one attack.
So he's gonna do his attack.
Right.
For his one
Roll it.
move. Oh, that was a natural one.
You got a hero point?
I was about to say, can I use a hero point on Bruce?
It's technically Anna's stuff,
okay.
so yes.
Okay, we're going to do hero point on Bruce. Okay, one left. Okay. That's not much better. It's a 7. So,
Okay,
17 plus 7, that is
24. He will miss.
Even though he's hurt really bad?
Even though he's hurt really bad, he will miss. All right, Anna's up.
All right, now Anna's going to do Power Strike.
On which one?
On the one that we've been attacking.
Okay.
So as she's just going to come around.
I will say to you, he looks really, really, really rough.
Oh. Okay. I'll attack the other one then. Okay. Okay, I'm going to attack that one with the one that's right in front of me with Power Strike.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 6. So 22 plus 6 is 28.
Just hits. Just barely hits.
Okay.
Fighters, I swear, they hit everything.
We don't hit everything.
Yes, they do.
All right, so it adds 8. Well,
it's their only solution. They don't know how to do anything but just to hit things.
6, 5, 11, plus 11, so 22 plus 8 is maths. Hold on. 29 plus 1d6 fire damage. Oh, it's a 1. So 22, right?
Wait, what?
11
That's 22.
is 22.
You said plus 6, which is
plus
20.
8.
Okay,
which
so
is 29.
30. 22 plus 8 is 30.
30.
Plus 1
plus
is 31.
1 is 31. Okay, sorry. Yep. I had to go through that whole thing again.
All right.
31, and then
You have one more hit.
using certain strike, I'm going to.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, but that's one action.
You have one action left.
But I have one action. But can I still attack with that one action?
Of course you can. Why wouldn't you?
Okay, that's not like casting a spell where it's like I have to cast a spell for one action. And
this is not D&D, honey.
this is the
Pathfinder.
okay, you guys. I'm sorry. I switch between the systems so often. Okay,
You
so
can
I'm
do
using
whatever the hell
certain
you
strike.
want with your 3 actions.
With certain strike, I am going to attack again with my greatsword.
Which one? Same
The
one?
no, the other one,
One that's injured. Okay.
the one that's injured. So that is a 17 minus
you-
5 is a 12 plus 22 is 30 something.
12 plus 22 is 34.
34.
Yep. Oh,
Dang it, it doesn't crit. 34.
all right.
Does that hit? GM,
Yeah, totally
Does that hit? All right. 17 plus 8.
What do you do to this?
No, I want to know how much damage I do.
Okay, go ahead.
17 plus 8. Was it maths, man? 17 plus 8
25.
plus 5.
30.
30. 30 points of damage.
What do you do to this wolf?
As the wolf is in the middle of its heated, raging angerness, I'm going to take my great sword and straight like the Wog riders scene in the Two Towers, where the guy just like straight in the mouth, just into him, and then pulls it back. That's how I'm gonna do it. His
All right.
mouth open and just. That's how I'm gonna do it.
All right,
That's
it's
how I'm doing
dead.
It's dead.
Now, as you stab your sword in, the flames come bursting out. You know, I'm going to give you a free recall knowledge on this using religion,
Okay.
because you're just like, you're experiencing it. You are, okay, natural one. Okay, still no clue.
That's
You're
a
like,
natural
I
one.
swear they talked about these things in class at Infrarak, but I
Well,
don't remember
you said
anything.
they were Hell Knights, or not Hell Knights, Hellhounds.
Type. There's more than one type of hellhound.
Oh, okay.
All right, that is the end of your turn.
All right. Okay.
So let me.
Yeah, that's all of my turns.
That's all your turns.
That's all of my actions.
So, you are still standing next to
I know.
this creature.
I know.
This
I haven't moved away because
being.
I'm not smart.
So he is once again going to take a whack at you. And okay, that is, jeez, I cannot roll, but that is still a 29, and you are not wearing armor.
Ah. Okay. That is then the hit.
So you take 14 points of damage.
Okay.
He is then going to swing at you again. That is, that doesn't hit. Nope, that one's not even with your, that's a, actually, no, it does. Because that's 11
25.
plus 20, 33 minus 28. So you're at 25.
Yeah, that
so
hits.
you hit again.
Dang it.
You take
Why didn't I put
10
my armor on?
10 points of bludgeoning and 5 points of fire.
Okay. So 10 points.
Yep.
Okay.
And then for his last action, he is actually going to attempt to... Seriously?
Yep. Seriously.
Aw,
Oh.
my ghosty ghost is not trained in intimidation.
Are you
I can't-
serious?
my ghost can't scare you? What the freak is up with that?
See, I told you. Scooby Gang. I
my
cannot be frightened.
All right. So yeah, I mean, for his last one though, let's see here. Yeah, it doesn't have anything actually that would work. So might as well just try and hit you again. Maybe. Ooh. Even with the minus 10, that's a 30.
Did he get a 20?
Close.
Jeez, yeah, that's it.
So you take 11 points of bludgeoning and 9 points of fire. You looking rough?
No.
All right.
So 11 and 9 is 4, so 15. Okay.
Yep. All right. As is, honestly, as is looking at this thing, he's going to want to know what this is and what's going to work against it. He knows it's incorporeal, but he's not quite sure. So I'm going to try one more recall knowledge.
Okay.
Oh, that's better. That's better. That will make it.
Yes.
So Az sees this thing, and he definitely knows this is an undead spirit. But he also, at this moment, you hear a cry come from back by the tents as Dominic Holtero screams in terror and then cries out, "It's Barzillai! That is Barzillai Thrune!"
He doesn't have an accent.
Whatever.
Wait, Thrune?
Yes. Roll me real quick. Just give me this would be a history. It would be so a society you could add to this.
Okay. I don't have society.
Okay, then just roll.
I have a +1 for society.
All right.
And I got a 1.
You rolled another 1. All right. You're like,
I apparently don't. I am incapable.
I've heard of this thing before.
I am incapable of freaking knowing.
Any knowledge at all. And I'm
None.
giving these to you for
I
free.
know. I know.
But as now knowing this,
I don't want to use my hero point, though, on something
I
like
get
this.
that. Az is going to go ahead and he's going to use one of his 2-action heals on this guy because he now knows that he is a straight up undead that he can blast with his healing spells. So
Okay.
Az with his freakishly amazing healing
Because Az is amazeballs.
is going to cast, and let's see what we got here. Okay, what were we?
Okay.
So that's 33 on the roll, and then at this level I get a plus. Oh no, it's just if I'm healing like that. So I do 33 points of damage to this this ghosty ghost. Can I get that pencil over there? Actually,
Yes, you
I
can.
realized I don't have a writing instrument.
There you go.
All right, so 33 points of damage from Az, and then that will be the end of his turn. So, with the end.
I don't know what you did to my
Give me one moment. My microphone's deciding to be stupid head. It won't stay straight. Okay, so with that being done, this creature, these guys are going to start moving up to try and assist with this. Oh, he can't move that far.
No.
Actually, he'll use 2 of his actions to move that far. And they're going to kind of gather up on this wolf to try and knock it down
Okay.
and kill it. So let's see what we get here. Jeez. They manage to whack at it, and a couple of hits go through, but it dodges, and it weaves, and then it actually uses its breath fire on them. And so it blasts them with this fiery cone of flame. And then it is going to actually use its action to run around them. It's going to sprint through here to flank them with the ghost of Thrune.
I really wish I knew what that meant.
So that is the end of its turn. His and their turns. Anna, you're up. Oh no, wait, sorry. The other warhound, the one that's standing right next to you, is going to attack Bruce. It doesn't like the doggies.
Recall not or Glimpse of Redemption.
Ooh, wait and see if it hits. You have to see if it hits first.
Oh, okay.
All right, so and it misses on its first strike.
Okay, well that's fine.
It is then going to use its second action to run around here in order to try and flank you guys. As it runs out of your area of attack.
No, I already used.
That was last round. You used a reaction last round, not this round. We started a new round. This is the top of the round.
I thought the top round was me.
Nope.
And I just. Oh no, I didn't use Glimpse of Redemption.
You did not.
You're right.
Because it didn't hit.
Because he didn't hit. Attack.
Of opportunity.
Of opportunity. Thank you.
I still have to remind you.
No, I did know. I just didn't think I could do it because I was going to do Glimpse of Redemption. In my head, I'd actually done it, even though I hadn't done it because it didn't hit. Look, I have ADHD, and my brain works differently than yours.
That needs to be a clip. Can someone clip that for me right now on our on Twitch channel? That needs to be a clip.
All right, moving on. Okay, so it's 18, 22, 30.
30 points.
40.
Wait, 40?
40.
Are you
22
sure?
plus 18.
Oh, for the hit. That's a crit.
Okay.
I thought you were saying 40 points of damage.
No. 40 to hit. It's a 9. That's cocked. 6.
Cats.
So 15 plus 8.
So 23.
23 plus 2. So 25.
25 doubled to 50 points of
damage. 50 has been like my number.
It has been your number. This hellish hound is definitely struggling. All right. Then it is now with you being flanked. It's going to try and attack you with a -5. So that is that'll be a hit because that's a 32. That is a 27 to hit. Does that hit you?
Yes, it hits me.
All right.
You say that like you don't know. Ooh. Does that hit you? I don't know.
So, you are going to take 17 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
1 point of evil damage.
What?
And 9 points of fire damage.
Okay. She's starting to look rough.
All right.
She's starting to heave a little bit like...
Yep.
She's got a bunch of little cuts on her body, and there's a cut through the brand new...
All right. Your turn.
The brand new dress.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing Az has mending. Okay.
Who are you going for?
She is going to turn around.
Okay.
And attack the wolf behind her.
All right, go for the wolfy wolf.
Because she's pretty sure that Az is the only one that can kill the ghosty ghost.
All right.
Okay. Okay, it's a 19 plus 22, so 31.
Oh. 19 plus 22 is 41.
41 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll crit.
Can I say that was with power attack?
Wait, did you crit the wolf on your last hit on it?
Yeah, it was 50 points of damage.
Oh, jeez, dang it.
Why?
Forgot if he gets critted, it gets his breath weapon back.
Oh.
I could have used that on you.
Dang, that's sad.
No, you
but
cannot.
This is 41.
You did not see his power attack before you hit.
Dang it. All right. Well, that's a 3. That is still cocked. That is a 9. So 12 plus 8. 20. 20 plus 6 fire damage. To 26 26 points of damage.
26 points of damage. Oh! Take 6 off of that.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure that they're resistant to fire.
Yeah. So, without the fire, it was 22. So, 44 points of damage. 20, so 40 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that is your...
no, that's my first action.
It's your first action.
My second action is to hit it again. Don't I have a feat that makes it so that I don't have to...
As Hayley eats her...
I'm sorry.
Don't you have a feat that what?
Don't I have a feat that lowers the attack penalty?
You have one that if you miss, it does, but no.
All right, never mind them. All right, we're going to do power attack for the last 2.
Okay.
What am I doing? Not that one.
At a -5.
It's gonna hit, baby. It's 15 plus 22
Okay.
is
37.
37.
It doesn't crit.
But it hits. Then it's power attack. 13 plus 6, 19 plus 8, 27. I might as well not even do the last one.
Yeah, because the fire doesn't matter.
So 27 points of fire damage.
Okay, what do you do? What do you do to this? This Nessian Warhound?
Oh, jeez. I'm gonna grab my sword and not fury, because it's not fury, but it's like just this intense drive forward. You can take the sword and swing it straight down into the neck and just try to like cleave that thing off. And I imagine it goes in and it doesn't quite cut the entire thing off, so then she pulls it back and just goes straight down through its head.
All right. And as you cut into it, all of these, by the way, you do notice that, of course, after you cut through them and they burst into flame and dissipate.
Mm-hmm. And she's going to kind of like have the sword like kind of lands on the ground, and she just goes to one knee and just... And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. And you just went to one knee with this ghostly figure.
That
right
was with
behind you.
flavor.
I know.
That's with
I'm
flavor.
I'm not giving you flat-footed. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm not giving you flat-footed. All right. But you're there and you're turned around. And so he is going to take a swing at you. And luckily I rolled, but still with his, it's 30.
Watch 30.
That's still 30 points of damage. Not of damage.
No,
of,
to hit.
To hit.
Yeah, that hits.
So you will take 10 points of bludgeoning damage and 5 points of fire damage as he again just whacks at you.
So 20 points of damage?
No, it's 10 points of bludgeoning and 5 fire.
Okay. Jeez. Okay.
And then...
You're really starting to see blood, like, really start to come from different cuts on her body. And
then he rolled a natural 1. Next attack.
Oh, thank you.
Did that save you from falling?
Yes, it did. Thank you, Dice God.
Okay. And then with his third action, you watch as he puts his hand out towards the Warhound. And you where it had been, and you watch as suddenly you see begin to coalesce.
No!
And that's the end of his turn.
It's just starting to coalesce?
Starting to coalesce.
Did Az see that?
I don't know. We'll see. Let's see.
She can just...
Az saw that because he rolled a nat 20 on a perception check. Yes! So yes, Az saw that.
Okay, good. Thank you, Az, for seeing
Az's
things.
turn. So Az, seeing this and seeing you and seeing everything that's happening there, you know what though? As seeing the blow that you just took, Az is going to, by instinct, start with a 2-action heal to Anna. That would be the first thing he would do. How
far away is she,
I'm
though,
going to-
from you?
a 2-action allows me to go like 30 feet with the healing.
You get the bad guy. Get the wolfy wolf. There we go.
Got to Wolfie Wolf.
Wolfy
Oh, I get a re-roll.
Okay.
2 of these because I have a mask that lets me do that.
Yes, you do. You have a mask. A mask of opportunity, as it will be.
Okay, that's better because that's 20, so 62 points of healing.
Oh my gosh.
To
Okay.
Anna. Brings her back up quite a bit there, huh?
Yeah, suddenly a bunch of the cuts just seal straight up, and she's like being able to catch her breath for the first time in
And then for his
a
third
while.
action, Az is going to attempt to jump off of the roof.
Oh, okay.
I rolled a nat 20. Az is not trained in athletics at all. I was like, Az is going to fall on his face, and I'm going to do 1d6 bludgeoning damage to Az.
It's gonna be bad.
But no, Az jumps straight off of here.
Oh my gosh.
And comes into within range there of you and Thrun and everything. And that would be the end of his turn. On the other side, this Warhound is going to... these others are going to begin to try and circle up this hound. And then they are going to together just start beating at it.
Nice.
It is going to lay out its breath weapon.
Okay.
On them, and so you watch as it breathes its fire, dealing that 10d6 damage to them. Ooh, 37 points of damage to each of these, and so they are getting burnt, but they whacking at it. You begin to watch. It's kind of like you're just beating on something in the middle of a circle there, and it starts to go down, knocked prone. You start beating at it. End of their turn in that whole thing. Andoriana, you are now up because the Wolfie is down there.
Okay. Anna is going to go to the last bad guy.
Okay.
And
take a swing.
Swing away.
All right.
As it were. She's going to do a power attack.
All right, go ahead.
Why am I rolling for damage? Because I just assume I'm going to hit. Okay. When I shouldn't assume these things, I'm going to use my last hero point.
All right. Hero point.
That's much better. So
right.
33.
33
to hit.
To hit. That will hit.
Okay, good. I was worried you were about to say that does not hit, and I was about to be like pissed. Okay, that's 11 plus 8, so 19. Plus 8 is 27. And I'm not going to add the fire. Fire. No, because this isn't the hounds. So 2, so 29.
Okay.
Points of damage.
You swing at him, and your sword definitely, you see that it's affected by the swing of your sword, but being not fully corporeal, it definitely doesn't have the bite that you expect your weapon to generally bring to combat.
Okay.
That was 2 actions you've got.
So it was 2 actions. I'm going to have Bruce... I'm going to have Bruce move around to his other side.
Okay. To flank him?
Uh-huh. So that's going to be his free movement, his one free movement, or one free action.
Should have done that first.
I know. I
Okay.
just realized that
you've got one action
one
left.
action left. I'm going to use certain strike, whatever thing. What's it called?
Yep,
Yeah,
certain
strike. And I am going to attack. That is a 17. 22 plus 17 is 37.
But minus 5,
30,
so 32 still
32.
hits. Still
Okay.
hits.
Okay, good. 11, 9, so 20 plus 8, 28 plus 1d6 is 3, 28 plus 3 is 31. 31 points of damage.
Okay. Was that with the fire in there?
Mm-hmm.
What was it?
Fire was 2.
Fire was 2, and so 31 you said?
No, sorry, fire was 3.
Okay.
Yeah, 31.
31. All right. You see this ghostly creature is beginning to get upset about you swinging your sword through it. It looks definitely like it's molested by this sword thingy that keeps weaving through it. All right, that the end of your turn?
Yes.
As now being close to you and seeing again, knowing what this thing is.
Because he's smarter than Anna.
Az is going to load up another, but he's going to use one of his 3 action heals, which does a 30-foot burst around him. So in a 30-foot emanation, everyone will get the benefits or the hurt of this. And, I get to reroll 2 of those. That's better. That's better. So that'll add 6. And then 2, so I'll add 8. So 25 points of healing.
Okay.
To everyone. Bruce
To
gets
everyone.
it. You get it. Everyone gets
Okay.
it. And he gets hit by it.
Nice.
You see that hurt him. That definitely hurt this spectral form that is standing in front of you. But that's all 3 of Az's actions.
Oh, man.
So, this creature, you watch as he flies up and then down over here, just going straight over your head to then attack Az.
Yeah, attack of opportunity?
Do you want to use attack of opportunity or
On
save
my
that for
head?
the possible need for a glimpse?
I don't...
Because that's a 14 plus that. That is... Ooh, does that crit as? Does that crit as? Defense... That crits as.
Okay, glimpse of redemption.
Okay. You use
and I
your
just
glimpse...
shout stop with my hand out.
And you yell this, and in that moment... You connect with this spirit. And being a champion of Pharasma, you connect with the spirit of what's left of this entity. And you see in your mind the slaughtering of people in Kintargo. You see the locking up and the torture of individuals. You see him turning the Domina into a vampire. You see all of these things, and he feels no remorse at all about it. No remorse is left in this entity. So he will still attack. But
Okay, the ally gains +2. After the damaging effect is applied, the enemy becomes enfeebled 2.
Okay.
Until the end of its next turn.
But it's not just +2 resistance. It's more than that.
Resistance to all damage against the triggering damage equal to 2 plus your level. Okay, so 12.
So 12. Okay.
After the damaging effect is applied, the enemy becomes enfeebled 2 until the end of its next turn. So 2 plus. Did I make an enfeebled? Do I have an enfeebled?
He's a, I don't know. But I will say that he strikes it as doing 15 points of damage, but he has a resistance 12, you just said, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 12.
Az only takes 3 points of damage.
I didn't make an enfeebled.
Okay. Az only takes 3 points of damage as he swings at it, and then your magical energy just seems to coat it and provide a shield against this ghostly entity.
Awesome.
As it doesn't do nearly as much damage to Az as it might have done.
It wanted
oh, wait,
to.
it does. Oh, no, wait, I'm wrong, because this was a crit. So it's 30 points of damage.
Oh.
Minus 12.
Minus 12.
That's still, instead of 30 damage, which is a third of Az's health, instead he only takes 18 points of damage.
That's much better.
Mm-hmm.
This is much better.
So, that's one hit on Az. As he sees you block him, though, and prevent this, it lets out a wail and a scream, and it goes to attack again and rolls a 19. So that is going to crit.
19
on the die.
Minus
-5 makes it a 14 plus 22 is still a 36. Az's AC is a 26.
Oh my gosh, dang it. And for those who
And
don't know, in Pathfinder, crits are 10 over the character's
and
AC.
in a bit of poetic setup, it totals another 30 points of damage. Rolled differently.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah. First time the 2d6 rolled a 10 and a 5. This time they rolled a 7 and an 8.
Can we just not?
So Az is now you watch the first time it blocks, because the Glimpse of Redemption, does the resistance only apply once? Reread it real quick. I don't remember the ability.
The foe must choose one of the following options. The ally is unharmed, or the ally gains resistance to all damage against the triggering damage equal to 2 plus your level. After the damaging effect is applied, the enemy becomes enfeebled 2 until the end of its next turn.
He was enfeebled 2.
Yeah.
It didn't crit.
Haha.
2 down would take it to less, so it would only do the... and I think the resistance is more than just that one attack. I think it's till the end of the turn. So in that case, Az does only take 3 points of damage.
So you need me to change the story? Sorry, we have a little man.
We have a
that
little
woke
one
up.
that decided to
Come here,
wake up
sweetheart.
on us.
I can't hear you.
It's okay, buddy.
It's all right. Okay, do you want me to turn it back to when
We have music and story, and apparently our kids woke up because he didn't like the story it was on.
Do you want me to turn it to Bug's Life?
Okay, we'll start with Bug's Life.
Yeah, I'll put it on Bug's Life, sweetheart.
Okay, so that Glimpse of Redemption saves Az's butt
Nice!
majorly, as he takes far, far less damage than he would have done otherwise. And then you're actually going to see this creature. Oh, no, it moved. It moved to get to Az. That is the end of its turn. You watch as the other individuals over there, they have beat this hound down. And then they're going to start moving towards Thrune themselves.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? No, they don't. They sit there and they stare at it, and they can't get themselves to move closer to it.
Okay. They're frightened.
They are frightened.
Okay.
Anna, what are you going to do?
Yeah, turn around, because that's apparently all the movement I need to do in this game right now is just turn around. All the bad guys keep coming to me. It's great.
I need to throw more ranged combatants at you, don't I?
Well, at least in this one, they've all been just right there, which is nice. All right, she's going to turn around, and she is going to yell at Bruce and say, Bruce, yield. She don't know. She yells a command that Bruce would understand so that he will move. Bruce will move.
Okay, he'll use his action.
To move behind him. And he can move. Wait, did he also get the minus 10?
But he can move 15 feet right there.
Okay, are we going to still consider that?
That's flanked.
Flanked?
It's
Okay.
flanked.
All right. Okay, so she is going to then, after having commanded and Bruce complied, she is going to attack with power attack.
Okay.
And with her, for the love of all that is holy, come on!
Yeah, that'll miss.
That's 26.
That'll miss.
Hero point. Come on, there's still 2 of you in here. Come on, hero point.
Can someone
you can do hero
Can
point.
someone hero point Hayley?
Hero point me. Okay.
Someone a point to Hayley
It's
and a hero point.
Fine. For shoot. Okay. She can't do what she wanted to. I wanted her to do. Frick. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack a second time.
Okay. -5 on this.
Okay. That's not gonna.
What is it?
It's an 11.
Okay.
So 30. It would be 33 minus 5. Which is 28.
Which generally wouldn't hit, but he is
Flanked.
Which gave him -2, which means it just makes it on the hit.
Oh my gosh. Okay, good. All right. 11, 9. So 28 plus 5 is
So 33.
so 28, 5, 33. Yeah. But 5 points of fire damage.
Okay. All right.
And then that's her turn.
That is her turn. And as... see here right quick. All right, so as is going to... looking up at this creature
Okay.
that is there. Az is going to... give me a second. Az is trying to decide what spell to use. Suddenly, on this thing that is right there, that he wants to use something on to hit it, and I'm trying to look at what Az would use, because I don't want to burn another healing spell. I'm like pretty much out, and there might be some healing needed around the camp afterwards. Oh!
What was
Someone
that?
just followed.
What? It didn't make noise.
MBPE 223 has followed.
Thank
you
you
for following.
so much for the follow. Did it
I heard
bing
it.
on the top, but did it do the thing? Because I
don't know. I heard it. I didn't see it.
Thank you so much for the follow.
But you know what? Actually, Az is going to use something that he has not used before. Where is it? There it is.
Oh my gosh, I can... everything you say, I'm having like a Lord of the Rings reference in my head. Like,
Okay,
Az is going to do a thing, and it's like, a thing is about to happen.
Oh my gosh. You've been watching that movie too much
I
lately.
know! But it's been
You know what? No.
like 7 years.
As with a 30-foot radius, I think I can hit everyone in our party with that
30-foot
heal.
radius from you?
From me. It's a 30-foot burst from me. I hit every one of our party.
Yeah, you would.
So actually, I can do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to do another 3-action heal. I'm almost out of them now.
MDP 223.
And I do 29 healing.
Nice to everybody.
Haley?
What? What?
Can you say it to me?
Az?
Yes.
How do you want to do this?
Az will let out another burst as he watches this light and this white glowing light just flashes out in a radius around him. All the cuts and bruises on all the party members start to seal up. But then as this energy hits this ghostly entity, you watch as the white light goes out in this radius, hits its legs, goes up, comes out its eyes and mouth, and then it just bursts.
It's like Beauty and the Beast.
I don't know that one.
When like the light goes out from
Sure. I
its
guess that
whole
wasn't quite what I was
body?
thinking, but all right.
and instead of turning into a sexy man with long hair, he just turns into dust.
He turns into dust. Yes, there we go.
You're welcome for ruining your kill.
Thank you for ruining my kill. And with
Okay.
that, we will end combat.
In combat. Okay. Anna is just going to be like, I have never felt so invigorated in my life.
So did you take, by the way, did you take those 29 points of healing?
Yes.
Okay.
They brought her back up.
And Az is like, good, because I was almost out.
I mean, you are healed too. Do you need healing? I can do a little.
No, I'm good.
No? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Does anyone else need healing? I just,
You see
I
them
feel
all kind
like we could take another thing. Let's do it.
You see them all kind of look at you, look at Az, look down at their own cuts. They're like now like cleaned up. Like there were some bites that they had and some burns. And like they're all kind of just like, no.
Yeah, we do that. This is a thing that we do. It's very exciting.
And you watch as Dominic Holtero runs up to where the entity was and where it disappeared and just kind of stares and it's like,
So, who was that? I got the feeling that you all knew who that was, and I apparently did not pay attention in history class.
that is the thing of our nightmares. That is Barzillai Thrun, the last Chilaxian leader of Kintargo.
Wait, I know who that is. Wait, that was... He's dead.
He is. He, from what we've been told, by the you know there was the group that helped bring him down.
Yes, I mean, like the Hell Knights themselves are still in the city.
Yeah, well, they didn't. They named themselves the Silver Torrent after the Silver Ravens, which was a group of kind of adventurers, I guess, kind of similar to you and us. But they came through and helped us to overthrow, because his plan was to sacrifice, and he had some deal with the devil to like bind himself to the land as some type of deity.
Oh.
And because of that bond that was created thereof, I have heard rumors and stories that from time to time his ghost will appear throughout the land of Kintargo, or of Ravenel.
So he just pops up wherever?
We can never seem to get rid of him completely.
Well...
That face is the enemy number one in every history book that we now have in Ravenel.
Wow.
So you
wait, does doing this though, does it actually help? Like, does it stop him at other, like, does it weaken him?
Ooh, Az got a 19 on recall knowledge there.
Nice.
So Az will kind of chime in there. If he managed to bind his soul to the land, I imagine not. We most likely just got rid of this manifestation. It would be, to put it in a medical term, it would be there are some illnesses, some viruses that only go dormant. You never actually get rid of it. He is a virus and a blight on the land that, while you can get rid of the physical apparition, the land itself is sick for who knows how long.
Yeah.
Well.
Wow.
And then we had, apparently he brings with him Nessian hounds.
Apparently.
They are a strong form of hellhound that generally serves directly with Lords of Hell.
That makes sense.
I believe that it was with one of the Lords of Hell itself that Barzillai had his pact. Well, that was interesting.
Does that not feel invigorating to any of the rest of you?
Are we done with our
look
watch?
Around. Was that ass?
Are we? Can we say that we are done with our watch? I would like to go to sleep now.
I agree, but I
mean, if you want to stay up, I mean, if you're
kind
like
of awake now.
I need to rest if I'm going to be any use tomorrow.
No, you're right. I should try and go and get some sleep. I will come. Are we good? To Dyke? What? Hold on. To Doc?
Yes.
I couldn't remember your name.
Tudak.
It's not Doc.
No.
It's Dak.
Dak.
Oh.
Tudak.
I'm sorry. I said everything under the
And
sun.
you kind of look.
Dak.
He's looking at you two like you guys. They handled one dog. You handled two and him.
But I mean, that's
Granted, you critted a bunch.
We you know, I'm a trained Hell Knight, as
yeah, we'll call if we need you.
Sounds good. All right, well, we're gonna go try and sleep now.
And there's a bit of a who are these people you brought with us?
Yeah, we're kind of amazing and
holy
stuff.
cow.
All right, well, good night. And I'm just gonna walk back into the cabin, and just like, is Az with me?
Az
we
is
walking
Az
in?
is ahead of you.
Okay, and I'm
walking
just gonna
into
just kind of wave and be like, "Let us know if you need us," and I'm gonna shut the door.
Bruce, come in.
Bruce,
in.
darling.
There's
Bruce.
a bed for you.
Yes, of course. We have his little bed. His little Like doggy bed.
Well, no, he can just take one of the cots, and there's 4 in there.
Oh, that's true. There are. I thought there was only 2. Yes, he can just lie on the cot.
Well, that was, yeah.
That was very unexpected and quite horrible, while at the same time quite exciting.
When he screamed that one time, did you see something? Did you, like, experience something?
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah. I remembered the day when I watched the new owner of Kaya take her. And I stood there doing nothing.
I'm sorry.
I was 12.
Yes.
Wasn't much I could do, but still, it stays there.
Yes, I know. I saw my best friend. We've talked about her a little bit, but Stella.
Oh, yeah.
And just walking away.
Stella.
Shush. You're the one that named her. Just walking away from Citadel in Farak, knowing that she was stuck there. And that I abandoned her. She was my best friend. I have a tendency to abandon people in my life. First with my sister, and
You have a tendency of being taken away. There's a difference. I know. I seem to recall a couple of weeks ago you were banished and sent.
that was not my fault, if I'm going to be honest.
And that's what I'm saying. The others were not either.
I know,
I
but
remember Stella. She believed she was not going to leave.
I know, she's what I would call in my own head. I never would have said this to her out loud, but she was a true believer. She was someone that I could have been very good friends with, though. She might have been able to convince me not to. No, when I really think about it, she probably couldn't. I was dead set on the path that I was on.
Sometimes, though, it's not that the people that we share everything with that we're friends with.
No, that's true. Well, and we had... Yes, anyway. Well,
Sleep.
that's what I saw. So, yes, let's go to bed. Bruce, I'm going to kind of pull one of the cots over to me, like next to me, to make like a twin cot.
Are we going to pull one in the center so there's like mine on one side, yours on the other side, and doggy in the middle?
Doggy in the middle. Sure, if we can do that. We can do that. Anyway, I'm going to pull it up and have Bruce get on there and then take my boots off and just kind of pull the blanket up and...
Anna?
Yes?
How about you wear your armor tomorrow?
I think that is a fantastic idea because we've now been attacked twice and I've not had my armor on. I think
I love the outfit. You look wonderful.
I know.
He pauses for just a second. It sits in all the right ways. But I think the armor is safer.
I do too. No, well, yes, I will be putting it on every morning. Granted, I mean, it's not full plate, which is... Is it full plate?
No, yours is...
no, it's not.
But it's close.
It's
like,
it's
armor-wise, you're pretty close.
Very close to full plate.
It's a composite, I believe, scale mail.
It's split mail.
Split mail, yep.
Yes, which is good. All right, so, yes, it's... Yes, I agree.
But for now, let us sleep.
Yes.
And Az lays down, going to sleep. You...
I was going to roll over.
Doggy in the middle.
Blinky kind of wrapped around her and her hand just out on Bruce's side. Just kind of petting his very soft fur.
And then, so you're sitting there, you're petting him, and then not too long afterwards, you notice that suddenly you feel a hand touch yours. As you realize Az was scratching the top of his shoulder while you were scratching down by the hind quarter. And then your hands just kind of touched in the middle. And
it's like,
sorry.
Sorry. No. Dear.
And you sleep, and it is an uneventful rest of the night.
It's after that.
I am going to give the player the option here. This is a pretty good point if you want to end for the night. However, if you want to continue.
Well, I don't want to end for the night, but I know that you will have a happier wife if we end for the night tomorrow morning.
Let's go just a little bit longer. I won't take you to
okay.
So the next morning, you wake up and to a knocking on the door.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting ready to go.
Hello.
Knock. Hello.
I'm just gonna respond back.
And then you hear, "That's not the way you do it." Knock. Hello.
Full on
Hello.
pounding. I'd be like, oh my god.
No, it's not even the pounding. It's there's no break in between the knocks.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna kick Az's bed if he's not already awake.
Oh, what?
Kid, wake up. They're waking us up now.
Fire. Oh.
No, do not cast Fireball. Don't.
Sorry.
If that is your initial reaction of waking up in the morning, that's horrible.
I'm sorry, we got attacked by a ghostly
form
of a undead semi-land deity.
But you need to work on your early morning reactions because you can't just be throwing fireballs at people.
I'm sorry, but we have had a pretty stressful couple of months.
Right, I'm going to go to the door and just kind of open it and be like, yes, good morning. We are awake. We will be out shortly. Just know that, yes. Is there food?
We're working on most of what we're just eating some hardtack and stuff this morning to get on the road faster. After last night, I think we're all kind of ready to get out of the spot.
Yes, I agree. I was hoping for it's fine. It's fine. Right. Okay, fantastic. Right, thank you. We will be ready in like 10 minutes.
All right.
Tops. Possibly bottoms. Maybe both. Okay, bye. You shut the door.
They're kind of weird.
Turned to ask, have you ever found it just strange that we say it's like, it's going to be this amount of time? Tops.
I don't generally say that.
What do you say?
I say about approximately.
Relatively?
Generally, I stay away
Grammatically?
From only.
Alchemically?
Am I making something?
I'm just starting to.
Existentially.
I'm trying to be funny this morning, and no one's getting my jokes. I'm going to just gather my things. And she's just going to do that. She's going to put her boots on, put everything that she needs to back into her little bag of holding.
And then Az kind of sits up for a moment. Hurriana!
Why?
And he's going to throws his stuff in, grabs your stuff, starts throwing it in your bag, pushes you out the door, pushes Bruce out. You jump out, and then suddenly the house starts folding up because you slept a little. The house has been up for
over 8 hours. Yeah.
And the house starts folding up back down to its single wooden plank that Az picks up.
That was very. If we had been in there, no, I have a question. If we had been in there when it did that, would it just deposit us on the ground?
Yeah.
Oh.
It just would have disappeared.
That would not be fun.
No, that's why I heard. Yes, so sorry. I was.
No, it's fine.
I simply realized what time it was, and I was like, I could feel the magic about to just pop.
No, it's perfectly fine. I understand.
Well.
I guess we shall get going then.
We have
I'm going
to
go
ride
over to the horses
again today, don't we?
Yes, we do, darling. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, nothing to do about it.
Yes, unfortunately.
I can bring about a magical house. Why can't I bring about some magical creature that will carry me?
That's called a dragon. And I'm pretty sure we've already experienced one of those recently.
I can summon I could summon
Could you
a
summon
dragon,
a Leia?
but it wouldn't stay for very long.
You should try to summon a Leia and see if she would come and fight with us.
Do you want me to?
You should try. At least send her a message and ask her. Because imagine if we showed up with a golden dragon.
I could do that.
As long as it's not her day on the island with her husband.
Ooh.
As long as it's not. I don't think it is, because you said it was a month when we were there. A day every month. Just if you send her a message, it will be fine.
Okay. And so I guess Az will use one of his sending spells. And he will cast sending. And then it... Hello, Leia. This is Az. We're traveling south and could use a ride if you could help us. How many words do I have left?
7.
Get south faster. Then horses. Can do. And
That was 25.
He waits for a minute and then a response comes back. Oh, dearie, I'm sorry. I'm traveling. And I'm sure the horses will be just fine. I mean, you're well trained. I'm sure you can figure out an ointment that will help
An ointment?
with those problems.
Okay.
Have fun on the travel. Say hi to Anna for me. And then she just stops. And Az is just like, she said no.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Well,
Well, yes, no, that's true.
well
I guess we get on the horses and go then.
we get on the horses and we ride.
All right.
Okay.
Anna gets up on the horse and gives it a nice tappy tap.
Yes. And let's roll and let's see how you ride today.
Oh dear.
Warfare.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Ooh. That's not bad. 13 is that, and that is also a 13. 13. So 26.
26. Az, on the other hand, has a hard time getting
dear.
on his horse. It takes him quite a while. And then you just notice throughout riding the day, he is riding clunkier and like more bouncing than he was yesterday.
You'd be like, Az, you have to use your legs. Like you have to hold your legs up.
I'm using my legs. Just, they don't like stay there.
Really need to get you squat. You need to start doing squats, dear. You need to do it. You need to. If you don't, it actually creates a situation where your lower back doesn't. And she just starts paddling on until she notices that.
No. Az engages completely because this is medical talk. So he starts talking about the connections of muscles and
she's like, well, if you don't, because you have to tighten your core and then you have to tighten your legs because if you don't, then the lower back is going to give out.
Well, actually, the tendon there is actually called this, and he starts naming all of them, and he's going into medicine and details. And so you talk about these as you ride. On for the next day, passing through the woodland areas, and things like that. And you ride for a good chunk of the day. You do stop for lunch, to just kind of eat and stuff like that. Do you want to do anything during your lunchtime or just eat?
Just eat. Maybe throw a bowl for. Actually, no, I'm not going to throw a bowl for Bruce because he's probably exhausted. Get Bruce some water and some food and maybe throw a stick at Az. Pretend she didn't do it.
Okay. And then you get back on your horses.
Get back on the horses.
Ride the rest of the day. And this continues for a number of days. As you're riding along. So I'm asking you to give me another warfare lore.
Okay. Can we say that's cocked?
No.
Dang it, it's really not cocked. It's a 7. So this stays worse. This is a 20.
All right, 20. You are having a rough time on this day. Horse isn't quite wanting to listen to you. You and Az start to have a harder time keeping up with the rest of the group. And you're in the back, so they aren't noticing necessarily that you're having a hard time staying up with them. I'm gonna ask you to roll another one for you guys take a break at lunch. Maybe you get a chance to catch up. Give me another one for. Okay. I'm wanting to see. I'm gonna tell you. I'm wanting to see. Can you stay up?
So 19. Like it's going down.
It's going down.
Come on.
All right.
Come on, man.
Give me one more. I want to average over this couple of days.
19.
19. Okay. So between you and Az, the days you rolled low, he rolled high. The days he's rolled low, you've rolled high. So you managed to keep up, although it is somewhat difficult with the rest of this party.
Yeah.
And to stay with them as you get through multiple days of this. Eventually getting to, you guys find one day where you pull up and you find yourself by the side of a river. That you've been traveling by a river a little bit of the day, and then you guys stop and decide to set up camp with the river there close by for water and everything that you need. All and they get off and everyone decides to set up camp.
Okay. And as does the cabin?
And as does the cabin, sets it up. Now, you have now gone, I'll say that you guys have gone, 3 days. Az has not used the spring yet. You were saving on to that.
Yes.
And
let's do the spring.
Okay. So Az gets there. You roll me a perception check.
Okay. Oh, bloody hell. You serious? Could we just not right now? Why did my accent suddenly go very Irish there for a second? 16 plus 6 is 22.
We just had Scar rating with a party of 8.
Scar! 9, 5, 4. I don't know what number.
Now, Scar, I do have to ask, how is your brother Mufasa?
Oh my gosh. Okay, Dooms, how long? I didn't see 2 minutes ago. Dooms did a hero point.
Did a hero point.
Who would you like the hero point to go to, Dooms? Do you want it to go to Andoriana, to me, or to Az?
I love how it was Andoriana, me, so you get 2 votes there.
I get 2 votes, or Az. Because you're also the bad guy. Oh, you had a villain point you didn't use.
No, I did use it.
Oh, you did?
I did use it. So just for those that are just jumped in, we are Party of 2.
Tomb Raid.
Yes, we are a Pathfinder 2nd edition actual play, and also we do D&D content and tabletop RPG general content. We, on Mondays, do a talk show, Tabletop Terrain Talks, and on these Fridays, we do our Pathfinder 2nd edition campaign, which is a duet. I am the GM, Hayley is the player right now, and we switch off. So we actually do the same campaign, same characters, but switching off.
Same stories.
Yeah, but switching off who is the GM. And I'm back, this is my 2nd session back in the seat.
Yes, it's very exciting. And right now we are going to war.
Off to war.
We are heading to war. So yes, let's after the cabin gets all set up and stuff, I'm gonna pull Az to the side and be like, let's do the spring tonight.
Yes.
I think that's a wonderful idea.
And I think they are a little annoyed.
Why?
I think, slowed them down a little today.
That's true. We did. It's not my fault, though. I mean, when your horse is tired.
It has been multiple days.
Like, I can't force it to go faster if it's tired. And I can't force Bruce to go any faster either. He's not used to running.
Roll me an athletics check, a couple athletics checks.
No, maybe we should just let Bruce be with me.
I forgot. You have your animal companion that's having to keep up with the horsies.
Well, that's an 18.
Good. He's got 19.
So he's good.
So he's good on that one.
That's a 13.
Nah, he's doing good.
Okay. and 4.
Okay, but out of the 3, so let's say that's the last one. Bruce also slowed you guys down a little bit. So the rest of the Haltero party that is there, they're all kind of grumbling a little bit. You guys came in a little later than expected to this camping site. It's a little, past, generally you want to get there before the sun starts going down. You definitely didn't make it in time for that. So they're rushing to get camped together and things like that.
So we're like, if anyone asks you to it, it's not my spell, it's yours.
Yes. So
why do I look fuzzy? Hold on, you guys. I feel like I look fuzzy.
You look fuzzy?
There we go.
You're fuzzy.
There we go. Now I'm not fuzzy.
Fuzzy, Wuzzy, was Hayley. So, as we'll, okay, yes. And so I'm actually going to use, I'm going to use a skill. I'm going to use my diplomacy here to try and make this impression. Rolled an 18.
Nice.
There we go. Plus my 17. That's a 35.
35.
And so Az walks up. I know that today we did not get here as quickly as possible. It's been hard these last couple of days. Is anyone else saw kind of, in parts they don't want to mention? And they all kind of chuckle at that. I have something that I would like to do for the party to help make this evening more enjoyable.
And Anna's just kind of like almost like buzzing with excitement. She's like,
and so Az takes out of his bag a little bottle that has the water in it. Walks over to an open space. He actually finds an area that's kind of surrounded by some trees, so there's a little bit of privacy there. Off to the side, has some nice shade and everything like that. And then he takes the water out and he pours it there onto the ground. And then as it pours, it creates an indentation that then sinks down, and then the whole area sinks and drops as casts his what is the spell called again? Soothing Spring, which allows him to open up this 20 feet on each side. So it's a 20 feet square, 5 foot deep hot spring.
And it feels so good. It's like a hot tub. So we've got a glamping cabin and a hot tub.
Yeah. So it fits, it can contain up to 16 medium creatures.
It's big.
Yep. So he kind of casts a spell, and all of a sudden you watch as it all sinks down, and then this hot spring type thing, and you can see it bubbling and the steam coming off, and you watch as the whole Haltero party just stares, jaws slack.
I think you all
and then start ripping off their armor and their clothes. And like, help me with that one.
It's like, whoa, okay. And Anna's like, I am prepared this time. I brought a special little night thing to wear.
You brought a swimsuit?
Not exactly a swimsuit, but like a kind of like a cover thing to wear.
A sarong?
Kind of, yeah. So she's going to go into the cabin and get undressed and then get the sarongi thing on and tie it in all the places that it needs to be tied. And then she is going to go and just gingerly get into the water.
I want you to roll me a perception check.
Okay. That is a 9.
Okay, good.
6. That's a 6 plus 16.
You have, do you remember in Mulan, the point when they, all the men run past her, all the naked men just run past her
and
into the thing, and all she sees is this blur of flesh,
of
skin. That's what you see as they just run by you and into the hot tub. They all are like, who cares? We're hot and sweaty 3 days in the saddle. And they just all sit in there and just, oh.
And Anna has a bit of a modesty thing, so she kind of can't just do that for herself.
Az comes out, and he's got this like a towel just kind of tied around strategically and things like that. And then he just goes, I hope that this will make up for some of the slowness today.
Yes, we didn't mean to. Yes.
And they're just sitting and they're just like, that's fine. You can, yeah. And then suddenly Dominic turns to him. Could you have done this every night? And Az is like, it is possible. Is this something we'd like to continue doing?
Good.
And like, yes. And there's a resounding yes from everyone as they're like, every night, okay, you no longer have any camp responsibilities.
Except for the hot
except
tub.
getting the hot tub set up.
Except for the hot tub, of course. That's hilarious.
So you all kind of just enjoy in this soothing spring that is laid out. As no one wants to get out. I mean, this thing will sit there for, let me see, remember.
Isn't
it's
it like
for
an hour?
It's an
Yeah.
hour. So eventually Weston was like,
Eventually we have
should
to get
make
out.
food.
Wait, Az, can't you make food?
And then the druid, actually, the elven druid who's laying in, she's like, puts her hand to the side. She does some create food too. You know, she's got some stuff. Her druid crafts. She druid crafts some food. Az creates some food. You all just gotta sit there. You don't care. It's bland food.
It's something to put in
It's
our bodies.
hardtack, but you know
Yeah.
you can eat it while you're sitting in this hot tub, and so everyone's just enjoying that. The light dims in the night. You can see the stars as you're all just sitting in this hot tub.
And you're just like,
Az pops out the halo to light the area.
So it's like we've got mood lighting now
mood
too.
lighting too. And they're just like, oh yes.
Yes, it's nice, isn't it? Do you know the cool thing too? If we're ever injured, the spring will heal us as well.
And they all turn to Az and they're like, oh, you are useful to have around.
He is. That is why I am his protector.
Because if not, I die.
That is very true. And he's almost died multiple times.
You see them all just kind of like, what did you guys do in Kintargo?
It wasn't Kintargo. Well, no, kind of in Kintargo. It started before that, and you guys can all tell she's about to go into a rambling story.
And they let her.
Oh, they let her. Okay.
They let her.
She goes into the rambling story about how they met in Infarak and they escaped and ended up on the road and how they met Sir Michael. Like, she goes through their whole odyssey of getting to where they are now. And she finishes and she says, and that is actually why, Sir Dominic wanted us to come and, be a part of your party.
You were in Enferak? I knew you were Hell Knight, but you were in Enferak?
Yes, I
It's like,
was.
Those guys are creepy.
I take a little bit of offense to the word creepy, but I understand.
Az kind of turns to you, and he's like, the signifiers.
Oh, no, the signifiers were weird.
Because you would remember that actually Enferak is more signifiers than actual knights.
That's true.
So the general thought when they think of Enfrak is they think of the signifiers, the spellcasters, and the summoners, demon, deals and stuff like that.
The demon
More so
things.
than the melee fighters when
Yeah.
it comes to Enfrak.
Yeah, well, that's understandable.
So as gets out, people start to get out. The spell's about to come to an end. As Dominic kind of comes over towards you. So, previously, you'd said you and he weren't.
So that's complicated. So,
I bet.
yep.
Okay.
So kind of no, and kind of yes, and kind of I don't know what's going on.
Well, honestly, I'm good with that. I'll admit there was a point where I thought that he was gonna try that. He and the Domino were gonna try something. And he said that, and
Yeah, no.
well, that's good now.
No, not even a little bit. That trust me, he's not a. First off, he's not a go for a queen. Well, sorry, domino type individual, and secondly, that man does not understand feelings at all. So even if there was overtures in some kind of fashion, they were either a mistake or he never would be able to see them. So,
well, he sees to see something.
what are you talking about?
Nothing. If you'd like to, you can do a sense motive.
I would like to do a sense motive. What the bloody...
You're not exactly sure what
I
he's
have
saying?
no... Shush! I have a hero point.
Oh, you do. You do.
It's literally one higher. Hold on. What do I use for sense motive?
Perception.
26.
26.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Dominic's not trying to hide it.
Okay.
So, just that it's very apparent that there's something that Az sees in you. And so then he will give you a nod and a smile, and then he will head out, and everyone will just kind of get ready for bed. They will ask who's on watch, which ones. And they turn to you and Az, and they're like, you guys can take watch whenever you want. What do you... Which one do you want?
How about we take last watch, and
Sounds
we will
good.
work on breakfast as well, because I'll be honest, I'm getting sick of hardtack in the morning.
Okay, sounds good to us.
Fantastic. Great.
So they arranged the rest of the watch that day, and you because now you haven't. I was just wondering in these your dream stone is still in your bag, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I still have it.
It's in the bag of holding, though.
Yes, it's in the bag of holding. It's not. I don't have it on my person all the time.
Okay. Just you're sleeping a bunch here, and so I'm just wondering. All right, so you sleep through, and you're woken up the next morning for your time at watch.
Mm-hmm.
Az is like, oh, this is good because I can have extra time to prepare for the day. And he pulls out his book because he's got to prepare his spells.
Mm-hmm.
And generally he was doing those like in the saddle. That's one reason why he kept having a hard time in the saddle, because he's trying to prepare his spells while he's in the saddle reading like this.
I like it.
Got a little, horse sick from the motion.
Oh.
You know,
Can you get horse sick?
I don't know, but I was like, you can't. It's not a car.
I
You
don't
get car
think you
sick.
can get horse sick, babe.
Motion sick. I don't know. You probably can. But you
Maybe.
The next morning,
Camera keeps focusing back here and not on my face.
they're woken up in the morning. You then begin to try and pull out from all your stuff to start making some foods.
Mm-hmm. Yep, we're gonna pull out the things. So I'm gonna pull out any like food that we might have brought along with us in the bag of holding, to make a charcuterie board.
Oh gosh,
Can we make a charcuterie board?
I need to buy
Honestly,
you a
like,
charcuterie board because you bring it up so much.
Can we please make a charcuterie board?
If you would like to.
Okay, thank you.
So you pull out. I don't imagine you have. Maybe you have cheese. You got some cheese.
Probably have hard cheese.
Some hard cheese.
And some.
You got your jerky.
We've got the jerky that are kind of like made into like little bite-sized pieces instead
and then
of long strips.
he'll use the create food spell to create the crackers.
Mm-hmm. Do the crackers and possibly you can't do any kind of like bread.
No.
But I mean the crackers are close to bread. Could we just like push it and just
the spell says that it's a flavorless tack. However, he can enhance victuals to make it taste wonderful. So he does that, and it tastes almost like a buttery pastry.
Like puff pastry with like butter.
More like the ones you get at the Mexican bakeries. They're like flaky and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Yes.
So he does that. He'll cast both of those. Roll me a perception check.
All right. 14 plus 16, 30. 40.
You suddenly
30. 16.
stop for a moment.
30.
30. Wow, you're still stuck in
It's
that.
11 o'clock. My brain is having a hard time.
Wait, what's that? And you hear that sounds. You hear singing. This beautiful melodic note of singing.
So I can look around and see if
Roll me-
anyone else hears it.
Roll me a will save.
Oh dear.
Roll me a will
It's a
save.
freaking siren in the middle of the forest.
Nat 20.
Natural 20.
AndAz got a 15.
Those natural 20s, they just destroy the DM's plans.
However, Toombs just had another hero point.
Because I love charcuterie. Yes, charcuterie!
But you do suddenly watch as 3 members suddenly walk out from their tents and start walking towards the water.
No.
Towards the river.
No.
And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Oh, man.
As your party members are walking zombie-like towards the water.
Freaking
of this river.
sirens.
There we go.
For the love.
So join us next week. Oh, no, not next week. I will be in California.
We are dark next week because Weston is in California. We will still be doing tabletop terrain talks on Monday. We were dark this last Monday because it was Memorial Day, but we will be back on Monday. If you have any community announcements or anything that you would like to get a little light shown on, whatever, please let me know. You can either tell us, you can either contact us through Twitch, of course. You can always send me a whisper, or you can find us on Twitter. Whisper. You can find us on Twitter at Party of 2 RPG Live. You have to put the live at the end, or you can't find it. And then, what's the other one? The other one, email us at partyof2rpg@gmail.com.
Yep. Also on the 15th, we will be also starting our new collaboration with Lost Tribes Gaming, where it is called the Family Gaming Experience, tabletop gaming discussions, but with a family-friendly focus.
Yep.
So we're going to leave out. So if you want to be able to listen to a show about tabletop gaming, but leave it on so where your kids are
Your
at,
kids can listen to it.
This is the show for that.
Yep, it's going to be really fun. We're going to be featuring different creators within the space that do family-friendly content.
So come back and join us in 2 weeks for the continuation, and we're probably starting with a little bit of combat.
Yeah.
As our party is being sung and serenaded.
By freaking sirens.
So thank you so very much. If you have enjoyed this session, if you've enjoyed our content, please support the channel by following and, if you can, subscribing. You can actually get a free subscription with your Amazon Prime account. So if you can, please subscribe to support the channel. We thank you all so very much. And remember, it only takes 2.
Good night, you guys.